Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Welcome on into the stream. I'm your host, Disparity. We are back. We are back with some more of the ServoCast podcast, y'all. How's it going? How's it going? Well, first off, I'm gonna start off with Dark Ridley. How you been doing, dude?
I've been doing well, man. Got the new car and everything else, little
I
truck,
feel
rather,
that, dude.
and the anime NYC went very well about the game and everything else. A whole bunch of people showed up at the panel, and I got my second novel done. I just ain't released it yet. Honestly, it's kind of sitting there right now.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Anything else?
And I'm almost finished with Expedition 33. Almost. I want to kill all the optional bosses though, if I can find them all without too much of a hassle.
all right, all right,
Yeah, that's it. Y'all do what y'all do, man.
all
Let's
right,
make this happen.
all right. What about you, Vente? What's been going on with you, sir? Tell us about
Uh,
your time, your
Nothing
days.
much. Just been on to work on getting a side hustle or something going on, and also trying to stick with gaming while I'm trying to do that. Trying to get that same feeling out. Right now I think, let's see, what am I going through?
Okay.
Helldivers 2. Mostly playing that. And of course our Celeste to play through, which hoping we'll actually end up finishing without uh without managing to get killed again.
Oh yeah, we did a boss fight in that game. It took us like
We did
3
two
attempts.
boss fights that we had no business doing. We
Really?
got cocky.
Hey man, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, homie. We gotta throw some entertainment in that.
That is true.
You know, gotta throw out some more entertainment in that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Be goddamn hands to yourself until you're ready to kill. But no,
Oh
I feel
shit!
like the way this game, well,
Hold on, Vanta. Hold on. We just got a super chat. We just got a super chat by fucking the boiling teapot. Look at that man. That's sexy man. Oh my gosh. He's talking about late. What a fucking job. Unprofessional. Nigga, fuck you. We're working on it
today.
Dang.
I hate to say it, but yeah, it's working.
But no, I appreciate this
To be
super
fair,
chat.
too. That's why it sucks that Tips couldn't make it. Tips and Aiden, because they were our only
Our only diversity.
our diversity.
Yeah.
That's
on regular time. Now we stuck on CPT time, unfortunately.
literally, yeah, we stuck on black people time right now, man. Sometimes it happens though. It happens, you know. But just make sure then it pops up like, oh, the sound effect finally pops up. I hate that shit. It don't pop up instantly, but it pops up out of the blue. But anything else, Vanta?
None much. Just figure out what that next step is, baby.
I feel that. I feel that. Well, for me, for instance, I mean, it's been several months since I did the last ServoCast podcast. I don't know why I saw do. I guess a lot of stuff, came about, and I had to get some things going and stuff. But my hardest thing about doing podcasting is just literally finding the right people that can be consistent with you. That's the challenging part of like hosting a podcast. Even though we talk our talk and stuff, it's just like me as being just me, the solo person. Going around asking, hey, do you want to be a guest? Do you want to be a guest? Do you want to be a guest? Do you want, that's why I went out to ask you all, see like, hey, y'all want to be a permanent host of the podcast, so I don't have to do all that, because at the end of the day, like I say, it does get tiring when you get people at the end of it, on the day of the podcast, they're like, well, I can't join, or I gotta go play with I'm playing with, someone asked me to go and do X, Y, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, on the day of. It's something that's not important. Put it like that. Unless it's like something, familiar, like emergency hospital, kind of shit. But that's why I kind of like didn't do the podcast for quite a bit. But I've been doing the YouTube gaming thing. I don't go on, I tried co-hosting on YouTube, on Twitch and YouTube and stuff like that, and that wasn't really, Twitch side of things wasn't really having any type of growth. It wasn't like the best thing ever. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep that a buck with you. Like, I was streaming on Twitch for like past 3 months, like to like one viewer. I was just like, I was like, what platform is this? I was like, this platform is ass. Like, what the fuck's going on here? But long story short, I had a lot of growth. I'll say that I had a tremendous amount of growth. I hit over 1,600 subscribers. That was like the one goal that I had for like the year. I'm going for 1,700 now, but of course, my overall thing is getting up to 2,000. But it's a small steps. And apparently my analytics have been doing really well. So that's been pretty cool. Other than that, let's see, the heads of the cookout. I see this guy right here. So the heads of the cookout. This dude in chat. Yeah, we needed our white diversity hire named Bongos, who couldn't make it today, as our white diversity hire. But it's okay. We'll find a new, better, and improved diversity hire. We'll find a better one. But yeah, so that's pretty much what's been going on with me or whatnot. I've just been trying to improve. I still get offers from game devs every so often, asked to check out their games and whatnot, and it's been kind of surprising that they're still coming out for that. So I appreciate that on that end. So, but with all that said, though, for you guys who are watching in chat right now, I appreciate you guys for coming on through. We're using a whole new website too. We're not using StreamYard like we usually do. I'm using a new website called Video Ninja, which is hosting our podcast right now, which is it's interesting. I will say that it is very interesting. Anywho, though, let's go ahead and dive into the topics today, y'all. So let's talk about that Visa MasterCard situation with the collective shout. So to catch you guys up, what's going on with that, right? Apparently, there was an Australian company or place or whatever, or group, right? Was it a group? Something like that. And they started out small. So what I mean by they started out small, they were, I guess, lobbying to Visa and MasterCard over a certain, time period in order to get them to basically, I think it has something to do like, they're saying like, there are video games out there that are showing, raping of women, sexualization of women, stuff like that. And just going to the far right of that stuff, right, in a sense, for lack of better words. And so, they're telling, like, they got Visa and MasterCard involved in order to start shutting down those kind of games, whether it's on Steam, on itch.io. Because people started out with a collective shout first, right? And then they're like, it's Steam doing it. And then it's like, no, the main people are like, okay, no, the main perpetrators of this is freaking whatchamacallit, is Visa MasterCard or whatever. You gotta go get, talk to them. But what are y'all thoughts on that situation? Because I know definitely Riddler, I know he's into a lot of the triple X quadruple X games. Those are your games, Riddler.
I have and I do. I have played plenty of them. I won't lie. I think it's stupid.
So
I think it's stupid. It's just another censorship thing being tagged on. I think it's stupid. Money, all the money is still money. Money's still gonna get spent the same. Everything else, it's just ridiculous. It's like you taking money from yourself. Why? At the end of the day, why do that to yourself?
Well, sir, you're hurting women, bro. Your video game is hurting women, dude. Okay? You're putting dirty images in us young men's minds, and you're ruining our children, really, with that mindset, bro. It's hard to tell you.
y'all be all right. Start do better parenting then.
Oh, he said it, not me.
Yeah, I did say it. Maybe parent your children.
Yeah.
They don't need to see that kind of stuff. You know what they need to see and what they don't see.
Sith Lord Riddler taking hits off his lightsaber here. No, for real. All right, yeah. But no, for real, that is honest. It is an overcorrection caused by like the save the children type, move that I feel like this is history just repeats itself. It's kind of silly. I don't think it needs to go this far in terms of like legislation. I'll make sure removing a game like that is like, I hate to say it, but it's usually a slippery slope. I don't like the game. I'm almost a little glad that it got removed. But this type of move where it's like the processors, the payment processor of Visa MasterCard, like I think that's kind of silly to say, well, we're not going to take your money anymore because of this, that, and the other. And I just think that's so bad. I don't think they should be. I don't think we should have morality police in this situation.
No.
I really think like this happened before with like a similar incident anyway with like OnlyFans where they tried to bully, adult content, and regardless of how you feel about that, I remember people like cheering that on. I remember thinking that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing because number one, people, they're it's illegal. Like you're not hurting anybody and you're doing it for money. And two, it's like you're bullying people off because of what weak morals. It's like that's not okay. It's like when do you draw the line? It's like it's silly to me. Um, and this is happening again. I don't care for it. And it's this group, and it's always this collective shout group. It's always like the loudest group with
Mm-hmm.
like it's never like a full like unanimous thing. It's always one big group that spooks the devs, and then they just go, "Oh, we gotta," or spooks like one, you know what I mean, like one major player, and then that institutes a change. I'm just tired of this save the children thing.
Yeah.
It always happens. It's all it's predictable. It's
Now,
ridiculous.
Boiling Teapot put in chat because he super chatted today. He asked us a question. He says, "What are your thoughts on Shaolin Temple Avicii Youngin getting arrested for embezzlement and trying to end improper relationships with multiple women?"
Wait, what?
I don't know who that is, but
What in the world is that?
now you make me want to look that up. Yo, what's up, Ronan? How you doing, dude? How you doing? See, Ronan was supposed to say I asked Ronan to join today too, but Ronan, he felt too embarrassed. I was like, Ronan, I know you got a lot to say, Ronan. This dude it's a Buddhist monk. That's crazy. Hold on.
Wait, a monk?
Yeah, it's a
First of all,
Buddhist.
that's a whole another issue, but
Yeah, it's a whole other.
monk.
It says money, sex, and Buddhist monk, head of China's famed Shaolin Temple under investigation.
My boy, that's not what you need to be worried
That's
about.
funny. Well, Ronan, if you just got home, if you still want to join, Ronan, you can. What else you got to do? It's not Monday Night Wrestling today, so you good.
Wow, that's wow.
But no,
Wow.
but that's actually kind of funny though to see like a Buddhist monk kind of doing that. I will say that like that, but that was random though. The Teapot, that was hella random. How do you feel with this Buddhist monk?
That's bad, but that's might as well ask us about Catholic priests at this point. What you
right?
Well, no, I mean they should. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like,
But yeah, so like reading more upon it here, like, okay, first and foremost, we all hate censorship at the end of the day. So it doesn't matter what side that you're on. I don't give a fuck what political side you're on, whatever. We all hate censorship or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can all agree on that point. What Collector Shout was doing, yes, it's not right. Some of these game devs are there to make a living. There are people out there. There's a market for people out there to goon, and those are the games that they goon to. Sadly, I have to use those words, but that's just for the lack of better words, what they have to do. And so then it's like, what makes it worse is that you go after the Steam games, you go the itch.io kind of games, and so yeah, like I feel like when it comes to that, right, especially when it comes to Visa and MasterCard, though this is why I think we need some type of open payment processing kind of deal. Like we just can't always depend on Visa, MasterCard. We need more. I mean, I guess we do have more, right? I mean, we have American Express, you have all these other companies, but like we need something that's like self-sustained. I know, like Steam needs to do their own thing, or itch.io needs to do their own kind of payment processing. I don't know, something like that, right? Because it sucks that people like us who use, Visa, MasterCard, we can't do that. We're getting denied the games that we want. And I ain't gonna lie, GOG gave out the free games pack or whatever. They gave out I think 10 games or whatever in the NSFW section. I ain't gonna lie, I'll snatch that bitch up. It's part of my backlog. So
ain't nothing wrong with that.
We need to get a little bit freaky. Let's see, and Teapot says in chat here, he even got golden robes and luxury cars. It says that I am doing good in the world, so it's okay if we get a little bit in return, even though it goes directly against Shaolin. Okay, now that's pretty fucked, but hey,
tell us how you really feel.
And then I'm reading more here. It has something to do it says right here, thousands of games have been censored from, major platforms. Now, a lot of people apparently are LGBTQIA. God dang, I ain't gonna finish saying that shit. But, they're, creators or whatnot who got caught in the crossfire. So, stating that, into erasing LGBTQIA, ABCD, EFG, creators or whatnot. And I think that's also, it sucked,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oftentimes they don't stand a chance because they get like people go, well, gay equals sex and all that, and they just, you know what I mean? It's equals inappropriate, and it's like right off the bat, it's, you're already like instituting censorship out of what can constitute like, or what is perceived as morals, but could be just perceived as, again, moral policing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now looking at more here, because I know I'm trying to catch, like, I know a lot of people hit up on this, like, that's why I ain't gonna lie, that's why I didn't really say much on it. I'm like, look, everybody's already going on it. Like, all I know is that I don't agree with censorship, and a lot of people, they use their platform in order to call that shit out. And then I think, if I recall too, in the timeline of it, Collect a Shout, they came out and was like, guys, that really wasn't our intent. That wasn't our intent. And people were like, no, shut the fuck up. That was your intent, was like, to censor these games, because apparently they've been lobbying for years. But no one wasn't really hearing them until they're like, okay, let's go out and let's let's try to get someone big involved. And so, and I guess the perfect case was Visa and MasterCard, because they went after, like you said, OnlyFans earlier. So that was quite interesting to me.
So the question is are they outright cutting it all out, or they being picky and choosy about it?
I feel like it's being picky and choosy, because they stated that they're going after games that hella sexualize women, that features graping and other stuff or whatnot,
child abuse,
and all that.
Raping.
That's a safe word, really.
I think. Wait, can't you say that on YouTube? First of all,
I say everything on YouTube. So.
It's 50-50.
Well, it's about monetizing. First of all, whenever you say stuff like that, it's usually regarding to TikTok, because TikTok is way more strict than most of the other social media. So that's why you hear the words grape and unalive and stuff like that, which is already stupid. Everybody hates doing that. But
yes.
I hate that it's spreading to where people are trying to be like, well, if I don't post this, it's gonna get, if I say it, it's gonna get demonetized.
Yeah.
No, like that's another example of fucking moral policing that I'm tired of. It's like, let people say these things, because you're fucking ruining the impact of, if people can't say
that's why I just say what I say.
Words.
If they got a problem with it, they can send me an email.
They got a problem with it, they can. Well,
that too, but I mean, they can send me an email and I can probably lie. I mean, you're talking to a guy who literally has call him a nigga as merch. So I mean,
and a catchphrase.
Yeah, that's the catchphrase. I mean, I gotta actually open my shop on TikTok for that too.
You TikTok will ban you out, right? I wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't even attempt that. TikTok will ban you off the rip. They ban people for like the smallest shit.
Stuff.
Yeah, and
you better have like 2 or 3 other TikTok accounts if you're gonna do whatever. If you're gonna be reckless.
Yeah,
that's
he said if you're gonna be reckless.
I mean, they don't play. TikTok does not play. They are really trying to like. I mean, well, they've always been like that, like clamping down on people. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you brown, so remember they're more partial to that.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
I believe it.
But according to the timeline here, though, towards the fallout of this, right? So to read a little bit here, it says, so with their campaign against it says, in July 2025, Collect a Shout launched a high-profile campaign, of course, urging major payment processors like Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, and Stripe to cut off services to platforms like Steam and itch.io over games that they argued depicted, sexual violence, incest, rape, or child abuse, yada yada. The group claimed that these titles appeared in search results for rape and contained objectable themes, even if they were not explicitly illegal. So the fallout of this, right, was Steam updated its content policy, citing compliance with payment processors requirements, and delisted hundreds of adult-themed games. itch.io went further, de-indexing all NSFW tag games, regardless of context from the search results. So it's like, it's not, you can't even blame, of course, Steam or itch.io. They have to comply. or whatnot. Otherwise, they'll lose business. But then it's stated here that critics quickly label this as a form of financial censorship, where moral pressure via financial channels triggers sweeping moderation actions by platforms lacking nuance or transparency. And so, with all that said, though, that's that is payment. What do you call it? Censorship. See.
Yeah, it is.
Now, Teapot stated in chat that this just sounds like old argument of TV is making people violent. That's actually what it is, or video games is making people violent, or music is turning people into the devil, stuff like that. That's literally what it is. It's like, do you really care? Do y'all really care? I mean, it's fictional. It's like, I get it. Things like this happen in real life. I get it, but it's like they're video games or whatnot, And so that's the thing. It's like that's crazy about it. But that's all I have to say on the clip shot situation. That's how I feel. Like, nothing, all we can really do is just fight back against that, keep calling them out on their bullshit. Basically.
Oh, no, the whole thing is outright bullshit. No questions asked.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, for sure. But really, Anthony, y'all have anything else to say on the topic here at hand?
Keep making your NSFW content and games, please.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Find other means to make your money if you got to. They got Cash App and everything else too. You know what I mean?
Yep.
There's ways around that.
Or make your own platform if you can. With your own something like that. Yeah. No, for sure. That is definitely one way. So moving on to the next topic here that we're going to talk about here. So this is kind of one that I put up in here, which I think I might have a little bit to talk about, are content creators who use the word gaming as a shield. So you might say, like, what do you mean by that, right? These people out there that they consider themselves to be gaming YouTubers or whatnot, or gaming creators or whatnot, but instead they do everything else but game. They'll sit there, on social media and play social media. They'll talk they shit or whatever, and then when they get fallback or whatever, it's like, I'm just a gamer channel, guys. I'm just sitting here gaming or whatnot. Now, because there's plenty of YouTubers or creators or streamers out there that do that shit, and it's honestly it's quite sad, but also fucking annoying. Because these people, it's like, and it kind of goes into like the whole like quote unquote culture war crap, where it's like you call yourself a gaming tuber, and then you sit there and all you do is just talk about drama 24/7. Like and I'm just like, where's the gameplay at? What are y'all doing? I'm expecting some Dark Souls 3. I'm not expecting you to talk about the hottest, latest XQC drama that's going on. Like, who does it? It's been going on for like the past 2 or 3 years now.
Okay, so this falls in line with two things. One, negativity and rage-bait content is what people are liking. That goes into that concept, that area, and all of that. Then you have the whole, I had the other thought in my head and I lost it just that fast. Because I've said it before in regards to something else though. Oh, yeah, I got it. People running their mouths on social media and then using the Bible as a shield.
That too.
That's pretty much those two things.
That too. I do, and I call them people fake. I call them fake Christians, bro. I call them fake as fuck Christians, dude. They sit here and use God as a shield. They use anything as a shield to deflect, man. And it's like, look, I get it. You suck as a creator. I understand that. Okay? Like, just because you couldn't sit there and play 2K and Madden on YouTube or Twitch or whatever doesn't mean you need to pivot in that kind of way. But the thing is, though, be honest about yourself, though. That's my main issue, though. What I have with these kind of people is like, just be honest with yourself. Just say, look, I'm not growing as a gaming channel. I'm not growing as this channel, whatever. Let me go. I'm gonna become a drama farm. Go ahead and do it. because everyone got opinions on something. There are people out there that got opinions on rappers, on the current rapper drama. I guarantee you, someone talking about Cardi B and her case going on, or whatever. Y'all know what's going on for her.
I don't know. I heard about the case. I don't know what she did.
If I remember correctly, now Vanta, you probably tell me if I'm wrong. Apparently, some woman came out and said that like Cardi B like hit her or something like that, and it was like something like that. And she tried
to. Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down?
But go ahead.
Listen,
go ahead.
Listen, one thing about Cardi B is if you disrespect her and something's within throwing this to her, she gonna throw that shit at like she got an arm on her. She needs to join like whatever softball league or something because she got a killer arm. No, but yeah, basically I think this is when she was pregnant, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it was when security guard I think either tried to record her or try to fight her, something. But what's really going viral about it is the way like Cardi B's basically roasting her in the courtroom because her first of all the lady's attorney sucks because he was asking her like you call the lady fat and or something like that, and Cardi was like no, like I was just startled because I'm pregnant and the lady was and he's like what, say it. He's like she's
What?
security heavy. She's protect the building heavy. She called the lady security heavy. And people have been like fucking clipping that because it's the funniest shit. Like she basically called the lady fat without calling her fat, but in a worse way. She called her big back, but in the worst possible way.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
And the lady lost a lawsuit too.
She did?
Yeah, she did. She sure did.
Not only did she lose a lawsuit, she got roasted in the most politically correct way. It's like it's so funny. It's so funny, like the whole thing.
I need to see this.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's you can probably find it somewhere on X if you feel like diving on that platform. But now to add on to like the main conversation though, it's like I can like over the past like month or two, I just been seeing like a lot of other a lot of gaming channels, right? I'm just like, okay, because the main topic of the discussion has always been like there are content creators out there that call themselves creators, right? But or I'm sorry, they call themselves gamers, but they're not really gamers. So they don't, again, they play, the main game they play is just Twitter or X and social media. It's like saying Vanta says that he plays all these games, but doesn't have a single video game under his belt or whatever, right? So there's a lot of these creators out there that's been doing that or whatnot, right? And then when you go check out their channel stuff on their YouTube channel, and look at what kind of stuff that they've been doing or whatnot, right? They've been doing again, like I said, music, they've been doing music drama, content creator drama. This is what Corey X Kenshin's been up to, that he got caught on something, or this is what this person's been caught on something, it's very weird. And then it's like, well, guys, come join me for my gaming channel, guys, for my gaming and stuff, my gaming hot takes and stuff like that. But you're not doing nothing. You're not doing nothing gaming wise. You're not telling me about the next Final Fantasy. You're not telling me about the next Trials in the Sky. You're not telling me about any of that. But though, you're a gamer though, because you're a guy. Yes, we all play games, but like, you're not, at least on your channel, it's not about gaming. And this kind of falls in line with another topic I want to kind of migrate into it too, are like we're in the era I think of like why streaming or just streaming in a sense is just dying basically. We're kind of like in that era where people they're starting to, what do you call, what's the word I'm looking for, running out of ideas to be somewhat original, and not the same copy and paste. Like I know y'all probably seen plenty of that going around. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah. I mean, it's there.
It's like rage baiting.
They don't even try to hide it.
They don't. It's like they always deflect from criticism. If you accuse them of being, a gossip or drama child, it's like, well, they say what it's a gaming channel. I'm just talking over my gameplay or just doing my gaming. Okay. All right, but but I get it though, because again, negativity drives clicks, and everybody wants to be negative, and but hey, when there's some decent positive content or some decent creators, I'm not gonna say positive, but when there's some decent creators out there though, no one wants to support those creators that are doing it. But y'all always want to hear about what XQC is going on with again, or what Kai Cenat's up to, or what iShowSpeed is doing. or whatever. I'm not saying though that they're bad people. Keep that in mind. I'm just stating in general, though, there are people out there that just like chasing the drama, and hiding behind that criticism, hiding behind that, and that's something that just, again, it just irks me, and then they chase the algorithm. That's, issues that, out of out of our hands, right? It's out of our hands. You can't really do nothing about that. But it's about money. Once you introduce monetization into somebody's eyes, they got to figure out how to chase that, and I get it. But at the end of the day, I just wish these people would not call themselves gamers. Just say you're a drama channel. It's not hard. They say that you're a reaction channel. So you like to react to what people are doing for the time being.
Which they still be low key putting a stop to that nonsense too.
Well, what do you mean with that? I haven't heard anything about that, but go ahead.
The whole still on the content shit, make your own content.
Oh, okay. So what you mean is like YouTube is like seeing people steal other people's content, or like AI or something like that, or just like in general, like they're just react in general. They're just react. Okay, wow. That I didn't even know.
No, I read that this was like a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently you can put in, well, like, and I guess person content you try to use to do a reaction, I guess they can put in where it's, you claim, that content is being used without my permission. And I guess apparently you can have it taken down.
And it's crazy. Something like that is like very similar. It's crazy. It's like if you were to take someone's content down that way too, they're gonna call you a hater for you taking down your own content because they stealing it from you. That's some crazy. That's work. That's some crazy ass work.
That is very interesting. That is weird behavior.
Like, you're stealing from me, and yet when I take down my work from you, I'm a hater, or I'm a bully, or like what? Because you want to react to my work, or you want to steal my work. That shit's crazy, dude. Because there are people out there that do that. They do that. But no, this and again, like I said, that's just something that I just irks me. But then again, it goes on to the next title, or kind of topic. It's a small little topic put in here. It's like I said, streaming platforms such as Twitch is dying. As you guys know, Twitch has been going through the whole viewbot saga where thousands and thousands of streamers were viewbotting. I mean,
let's make this quick. Like, are we even fucking surprised?
Nah, not really. Not really. And I'm like, look, that's the platform that y'all like. Y'all, people love that. They love Twitch, dude. Twitch, they've been serving L since 2018. Yeah, people gonna be like, the Spirit, are you hating on Twitch? Right? Oh yeah, 100, dude, 100. But then really, when we say, hey, we're YouTube partner, man, we get it. But what are you doing, man? You hurting feelings? Okay, like
I am.
I'm not grinding 8 hours a day.
I mean, last I checked, I just did what I told everybody I was gonna do. That's all I did.
It's like I'm not grinding 8 hours a day to one viewer or whatever. That's asinine. Look, y'all. I'm telling y'all, if y'all want to do that, go ahead, fine. But become a YouTuber, become a YouTuber, get on Rumble, become a TikToker, get on what's that shit called, Instagram. Get on something, because that Twitch shit ain't gonna cut it, dude. I don't think that platform's not gonna last for like another 5 years, at least at that. But bleed purple, y'all, bleed purple. Now, but anyways, though, do y'all have anything to say about that? Anything at all?
I mean, it's like I said, man. People got to do what they got to do to keep people coming in. People see a high number, they gonna easily run to it to see what the hell going on. It's the same way with negativity. If they know their favorite person gonna speak negatively on some shit that they probably agree with, they gonna run to it. That's all it is. You don't see people running to a content creator who may have a different opinion than everybody else. They always run to the people who they know that's gonna agree with them in their viewpoints and their stance.
That is true. I mean, of course, we dealt with that before, honestly.
I mean, that means, Vanta, you can get on here and lie even though you don't care about sales calls, you can lie and say I do, and hey, at the end of the stream, say hey, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and be sure to donate. And they probably would do it for you because you're agreeing with those kind of people. They like that, and this isn't just talking shit. This is with actual proof. Thank you, social media and other content creators that prove that this that I'm saying right now makes it true.
Yep.
People make this. People, your actions. You don't need to say anything. Your actions are going to tell on themselves most of the time.
Mm-hmm. It's like saying, it's like saying the Nintendo Switch 2 is garbage, right? Oh, I can say that straight to the face. I'm like, look, I already told you, first off, so many people, I called out a lot of people. They said that shit. They said, I'm not picking up the Switch 2. This console looks like ass. Day of release of the Switch 2. Guys, this is the best console ever, y'all. Mario Kart, woo! We gonna race some Mario Kart. Okay. All right, but it kind of goes to like people grifting on the Nintendo Switch 2 or grifting on consoles or anything in general. Even though they're completely wrong, they have an audience that's going to back them up no matter what. I mean, Tips. Once you get your ass in this podcast, but what, Tips, you're part of the problem though. You joined the problem, Nibba. Yeah, you part of that problem, sir. You joined them. But on the real though.
Oh yeah.
He's in chat. Yeah. But in the real though, if you wanted to buy that product, that's fine and all. Like if you were just upfront saying I'm gonna buy the Nintendo Switch 2 because I like Nintendo, then say that. It's not hard to say shit like that. It's not hard at all. But it's hard for people to say that. Or whatever, But anyways, it kind of like. But what Riddler's saying though, it goes into the realm of drifting though, where you can say whatever you want, and people are going to eat it no matter what, and it's kind of ass. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I mean, let me give a perfect example. I could easily sit here and say right now, or even go on Twitter right now and make a post and say I hate the LGBTQ community, and I guarantee you that shit will probably get more engagement than anything I've ever posted.
Riddler will get the Christians, he'll get the right wingers, he'll get everybody.
Either A, they're gonna say, "Hey, we're proud of you," or B, they're gonna say, "Suck a fat one, black nigger."
Yep, that too. Yeah. By the way, if y'all are enjoying the stream, make sure you give the stream a like, y'all. That'd be very appreciated, and thank y'all for joining tonight. And if y'all want us to answer any question, throw up a super chat, y'all. Yeah. That would be appreciated as well.
Yeah, to be fair, I think that's more to do with how much of a cesspool Twitter's become in terms of hey Tips, in terms of how they've kind of set up that engagement, like those engagement bait. Like once they've started incentivizing people to be as inflammatory as possible, and to not do anything about it, like you know what I mean. In most of the cases, like the way it would have to violate, like I think. Well, no, I think they changed their fucking terms and conditions, so it probably doesn't even do that. But once you have people doing that, it kind of creates a space for the most awful takes of all time.
Yeah.
Godful.
Because the more engagement they get, the more money they make. It's real simple.
And that's why, that's why it all comes together, like all this shit kind of basically comes together. It's like, just say that you want to be something and just be it. Don't speak on, and it's like, don't speak on things that you don't know about. Like, so many people do that shit, dude. It's like, example, someone says like an RTS game is garbage. I'm like, bro, it's not that it's garbage. It's just you've never played an RTS game. Like, and I'd be like, I'm like, okay, how about I suggest you an RTS game to play? Something easy. Nah, fuck RTS games. It's like, okay, then why are you talking on it? Why are you saying that it's garbage? You know nothing about it. This is the same reason why I hate when fuckers talk about. They always talk about this video game is trash or whatever. The most recent example is that 007 game that's coming out next year. I'm like, damn. I looked at that game. I didn't watch it live. I went back to look at it. I was like, damn, this game actually is pretty fucking fun. I was like, wow, it looks great. You got so many people out there saying, oh, this game is garbage, man. This game, the females in the game are woke and ugly. I'm like, are you for real?
Is there a trailer for that?
they did like a whole. You have to look up on YouTube. They did a whole like 25 like an hour gameplay or 40-minute gameplay showcase of that game, and it looks like what's that where the journalists say return to form. That's exactly what it is for 007. Returns to form. 007. It makes 007 look. I'm like, wow. I'm not even much of a 007 fan, but that actually looks pretty good. I will admit that.
Yeah.
It's called 007, the First Light. That's what it's called, by the way.
Okay.
The first light is what it's called.
Is it First Light or First Test? Something like that. Let me see. Something like that. Yeah, it's called First Light. It's called First Light. I think it was something.
It's the first something, all right.
Yeah, it takes place. It's where 007, Agent 7 is he's young, like super young. He's before anything. Yeah, so it's his early days. But yeah, and, people are saying that
Destiny thing.
Man, so yeah, people were saying that the game is it looks bad, it looks garbage, repetitive. Some of the animation looks. I don't know. I'm like y'all can't be happy for shit.
It looks all right, but it looks like how do I put this? It definitely feels like a game I've played before.
I mean, what game haven't you played before though? That's the question.
Like, it felt like. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it doesn't look like a new awesome AAA game. It looks like a AAA game that came out like 5-6 years ago.
And
or maybe 10 years ago.
But
it's not bad. That's not
okay.
a bad thing. It just means it needs to be, you can use a polish. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It looks all right. It looks pretty good. I didn't, you know what I mean?
Man, and that's okay. But
like it seems like a game that'll be like, oh, look how impressive our shit is, and like how we've created all these new systems and stuff, and we have this this all these good features and stuff, and they'll take like half of those out, and then when it releases, it's not gonna look as good as like the trailer or whatever, and then maybe I'm jaded, but I'm just like it looks like you take all the shine away, you take you take all the graphics and all the amazing stuff that they claim to have. Looks like a game that came out like 10 years ago or something like that.
Now,
which isn't bad. I'm saying there's plenty of good games that came out like 10 years ago. I just feel like we're kind of being upsold on games that came out like 10 years ago that have a shiny coat of paint and are just exactly the same.
But here's a question though for you though. Mm-hmm. If you were to look at all the gameplay, all right, and you say, okay, you gave out your nuanced take just now, right? And you say, okay, this game looks decent. Or whatever. So let's say you go ahead. Are you going to pick it up? Basically, that's what I'm trying to ask and say. Like, it looks decent.
If it's $60 on launch, I'll pick it up like 6 months later. 6 to 10 months.
And that's a fair take.
When it's like $40, which is what it should cost, in my opinion.
And that's
again, not saying it's a bad game. It's just saying that doesn't look as impressive as I'd want if it was like I'm not buying that for full price at what it looks now. If I see something that looks really cool, or if they put some really cool feature in it, I'll be like, okay, sure, yeah, that's good. But as it is now, no, like $40 is.
And that's a fair take though. But at least you're not outright calling it garbage. And then at the end, that's the thing. Is like you gave out a nuanced take, but a majority of people are saying, well, it's garbage. And then on top of that, they're like, they're going to keep talking about it, and they're going to keep talking about it, and you're not going to pick it up. And that's an issue to me.
And gamers are spoiled though. We are, because we've got a lot of really good games out. We've gotten a lot of really good games out in like the past couple decades. That's essentially what I'm saying. It's like we are so spoiled. So whenever I see somebody saying this game is trash, I'm like, is it trash, or is it like you didn't like it? Is it trash, or it had like one bad part in it, or like a bad like gameplay element? Is it trash? Or, like you really have to get into the nitty gritty to like get to really understand like what people are saying. Like some get like I don't want to bring up any game that's been politicized, but I'm just saying.
Go ahead, bring it up. Go ahead.
There are some games that are like, what's up?
Bring it up.
No, bring it up, man.
Nah, well,
go ahead and add to the conversation.
Concord.
Yeah, that's the game. Yeah,
I don't want to say it, but it's like, but here's the problem with that. It can't just be bad because
oh, the gameplay is repetitive or it just doesn't look as good as its contemporaries. No, it's bad because gay. It's like that's what I'm saying. It's like what was that one game that came out? The one you said was all right, Forsaken. It's
Forspoken, yes, Forspoken, yeah.
Forspoken. Sorry, people are coming back to that and they're like, this is all right. This is mediocre, but people are coming back to that game going, this is all right. It wasn't trash. It was just all right. Like yeah, like the dialogue was messed up, but it's like and yeah, there are some problems with it. But it's like people take one look at it and go, oh, bad. It's like, and I'm like, and I don't want to. I promise you, I'm not trying to go there, but I'm trying to like. There
Sorry, you
have
can go
been
there.
some games that have been released that are terrible, but then we have so many games that are like they're at least a 7. Like even IGN comes out like this. There's a lot of games that are like a 7 and above.
Hey, it's
And
like, hey, it's
and
like
so
I
they
always
have
say.
to go. They have to go like, oh, if it's aggressively bad, 8, or excuse me, if it's really good, 8, 9, 10. If it's bad, 5, 4, 3. You know what I mean? They have to. You can't. This doesn't mean anything. And there's so many games that are like this, like a 7 or 6. That it's like it's either this or this, and it's like that's what I have a problem with people coming on like this game is trash. It's like, is it trash or did it just not click for you? Like it's like there's a
That's
lot of
it.
games that's like like some games just aren't gonna click for you. And don't get me wrong, there's some games that are trash. Okay, especially the free to play online multiplayer games. Like there's a lot of them that like by themselves, if you didn't play them with friends, and if you weren't like locked into like a ranked or whatever the fuck, those games would be ass. But like they come out and you start playing it and you play with your friends and you get addicted to them and you play them every day and they keep going and they give you bad. I'll give you some examples. Destiny 2. And in all fairness, Destiny 2 is technically a good game, but every time they make a fucking update, it's a 50-50 if they're gonna fuck that shit up. The progression or something up.
But
Fortnite, like
that,
for in all fairness, you can have fun with Fortnite. What I'm saying, like they keep all these games that are designed, they're not designed to be good or bad. They're designed to get you addicted to them. And I'm sorry, like all League of Legends, all Marvel
I
Rivals.
think
I mean, you could say they're good in some ways. You could say that, but at the end of the day, they want you to play them things forever. And I'm like, I think it's just. I'm not here to say they're all bad, but it's like, it's a worrying trend that all these games, all these service games are coming out and they're just dropping like flies because they can't keep up. Like Steel Hunters came out a few months ago. They're about to shut down, I think this month later. And then, I don't know if you want to use this as a segue into the Sony thing, but which is it's just
wait, hold on, because I got something in
go ahead.
as far as like stuff like Destiny 2 and Final Fantasy online.
Although I
go
just
ahead.
will say this,
Vanta, who
Yeah.
do you blame the shit? The players that said that they had a shit DLC as far as these T2 go. Do you blame that on the players or do you blame that on Bungie themselves?
Well, considering that Bungie fucked up with a lot of things lately, I'll probably blame Bungie. Like, I assume you're talking about the latest DLC stuff, like the
No,
latest
I'm talking about
update.
the latest in the whole story changing thing. Do you blame
I
that on the
so
player feedback or do you blame that on Bungie
I'm not
themselves doing?
super up to date on the lore right now, but the updates I'm hearing some bad stuff. But it's also I know somebody left up high up top, and I blame Bungie, but especially or at least the higher ups at Bungie because of the plagiarism gate, which is
Oh yeah, the
not the
marathon.
first event.
Yeah.
The marathon thing. Well, no, even before the marathon thing, they did some Destiny plagiarism too. That the CEOs at like that, I think they got him out or something happened. Um, the shit where they basically overvalued themselves, so Sony overpaid for them. Uh, and the fact that Destiny Rising came out and people are saying
Hmm.
this game is awesome. Why can't Bungie just make this? It's like Destiny Rising is like a mobile version of Destiny, but it's like it's a completely separate thing. It's technically a prequel, but
I
I think it's
did hear
made by
about that.
Yeah.
NetEase, I believe, and it's pretty fun for what it is. And the thing is, people are just like, why? This is what we've wanted. Why didn't? But why can't they do this? And it's like, well, anyway.
Wait,
I don't
wait.
wanna harp on that.
Destiny. Wait.
Also, by the way,
Destiny has
Tips
a
want to
mobile
talk about his
game.
favorite game, Hello Kitty Adventures. By the way.
Joke, but
I was
I'm
just
a little-
gonna fucking mention with the multiplayer thing being like, oh man, every Rivals update ever, it's always been trash.
Oh hell yeah, it is, dude. Hell yeah, because they keep fucking buffing Squirrel Girl. They keep fucking buffing Hella. They keep
Stop.
be
Let me
fair,
stop you
we're-
for a minute. Apparently, they nerfed Squirrel Girl. Don't
Well,
quote me on that
Oh,
though.
I'm sorry, brother. They might have nerfed her long range damage, brother, but she can still get her fucking ultimate back in 5 seconds flat. Okay, fuck that bitch. Fuck that squirrely bitch. Yeah, I have a lot of hate for that character, bro.
I forget what fucking shit they were nerfing with the new patch they're gonna do.
You know, they made Tips a slave to Black Panther. They say, you know, the BBC now Tips. He's a Hulk man, so like he's now a slave to Black Panther.
Every time I play Hulk, everyone's just it'll just be like, oh, well, you know, I don't pick anything. People pick their DPS pick their characters who they want to pay. I pick Hulk. Someone's like, oh, Namor time. Yeah, they're doing a lot with tanks this season. With actually no, okay, yeah, they did nerf Squirrel Girl.
But yeah, man, like
her burst acorn damage is down. Her hit damage from Squirrel Blockade, I don't even know what the fuck that is.
yeah, you know, like
what the
you
fuck
know,
is Mammal
yeah,
Bond?
a lot of a lot of multiplayer games though. They are pretty sloppy. You know, I'm not gonna go into friend slop, but they are pretty sloppy. You know, back to Vince's earlier thing. You know, he said,
half of that shit is a reskin of something y'all already played. Y'all need to accept that.
Yep.
That's what you're spending your money on. A reskin.
Well, give me a couple games other than actual friend slop. We know what friend slop is, but you can. I mean,
anything that's in relation to Lethal Company style.
That's
true,
but
yeah,
there's no if it's true.
Some games do mix it up a little because there are some games that are like 1-to-1, especially when they make like mobile games that are like straight up scams, that are straight up like we just copied whatever the hell they were doing and just did it. But I'll say like I was reluctant to play Repo, and Repo's a little bit different. It feels a little cleaner. Maybe
Your
because it
Lethal
has a
Company,
better.
can I borrow your home? Can I copy your homework?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not disagreeing that it's aggressively similar to Lethal Company, but it's a lot. I almost want to say a lot better, but it's a different experience, is what I'll say. It's a slightly different experience.
Let me put it like this: the last multiplayer y'all literally pulled out that I actually liked was Void Crew. Everything else to me was some reskin of some shit y'all had already played.
And you know what's crazy though, really? I've been asking people, say, okay, let's play some Void Crew. No one ever put it out. I was like, okay. Now the next game that's up that they're doing this to now is fucking a Peak right now. Peak was a total different experience.
It's a client. We ever played Peak though.
Which is funny because there's a game that actually copied Peak.
I thought something copied Peak.
It's called Cliff on Roblox. It's called Cliff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like that's my thing. Is like
Roblox has to copy something.
Yeah. But to be fair,
see, this nigga said this is Rich coming from Rich, a Peak connoisseur, sir. I've been trying to get the friends to play Peak for the past 2 weeks. No one's like, nah, I don't feel like playing. No, I don't feel like playing. No. I'm like, okay, I gave up. So fuck it, I'm good.
Because it becomes one of those games. Whoa, special appearance. It becomes one of those games where it's just like, all right, you like that? Well, keep playing until our next update. You want to put some handy, like, make it super hard now. Play it again on super hard mode.
Here's my overall problem.
But then Vance, y'all will sit here though and play the actual dead ass live service games though. You see, y'all would rather sit there and play those live service games, spend your hard-earned cash on some bullshit, and rather sit there and play a game that you.
Live service game. Okay, in all fairness, I'm playing what?
I'm saying a journal. I'm saying a journal. I'm saying a journal, by the way, not just specifically you. I'm saying a journal though.
Here's my thing.
It depends, because I'm playing like Master Duel and what?
That's free technically.
I mean,
That's still live service though.
Yeah,
I mean,
Still,
that's CCG though.
still live
Hey,
service.
aren't you guys like getting into Helldivers 2 now, or is that not considered live service?
High service is a
It
mix.
is,
I'm gonna be Helldivers is like a
but-
mixture. I'm gonna be honest with you, Tim. It's like a
Yeah.
mixture.
Even the first one was meant to be like, okay, you keep playing and then they drop like a DLC or something and then you buy it. Like this one, yeah, it's live service, but it's again that one's a little so it's designed differently. You
Yeah.
don't need to you don't have to buy the extra stuff, extra components. I mean, it's a game that you buy obviously, but it's like the whole point of the
You don't-
game is like you get it, you buy the other stuff, you keep going. Like you can technically
Another-
play it, they launch enough updates to where we can keep going with it. So
And the major thing of the difference is that there's no FOMO to it. Like you don't have to rush to the next current skin.
Yeah.
You can always go back and like unlock all those skins just by playing the game. Like
Yeah.
literally.
That's always the good thing about that.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
to be fair, Rivals does Rivals does
Now-
kind of like that.
But this one I want to drop back to though.
Wait. Let me.
Go ahead.
I didn't even say what I wanted to say.
Oh, go ahead.
My thing is this.
mhm.
When it comes to that, it'd be one thing if these quote unquote multiplayer games were free that are all reskins with the same mechanics, but they're not. You're asking me to spend $20 here for this game, which was practically a reskin of the previous game that you actually spent $20 on.
Right.
Just to, hey, come try this game and spend another $30 for a reskin with the same mechanics of a said previous game that we already just spent $20, $30 on.
Right. You could just
Y'all
say
don't-
Overwatch and Marvel Rivals, by the way. You could just say that's what we're all thinking anyway. It's the exact same.
Like-
It's literally the same people who were working on the other version of the game. If I'm not
Like
mistaken.
it's like why are we taking table scraps from these companies? Why? That's what I tried. I want a legit answer from somebody
Mhm.
that jacks off basically the multiplayer.
Because,
I want
no,
an answer.
no, really, I'll tell you. I'll quote our good friend Bongos. Because
It will be-
all
it will
single-
be-
That's
it will
not,
be
I
fine
mean,
for me.
that's not what I thought you were
Fine
gonna
for me.
say.
No.
these games.
I'll quote our
Fair
good friend.
enough.
Yeah, you can quote our good friend Bongos. Really, the majority of the single player games are just ass, bro. They're not fun at all. The multiplayer games are just better. Like honestly, they're just they're better. They're good for it.
It'd be different. No, mind you, it'd be different if they were free. But you're spending them near $20-$30 for reskins.
Yeah.
The same mechanics. That's where my problem is.
Hey,
It'd be
Savage
different
would
if
say.
it
Hey,
was
Savage would say in the chat. He said he does what he wants with me. He said, "Fuck you, bro."
Hey, he's supposed to do that, but he's only playing. But he hasn't bought a multiplayer in quite a while, to be honest. I think he buying BF. Fortnite doesn't count. That's free.
Okay, a game that has
You
multiplayer-
have.
multiplayer game that was pretty fun. That sadly I wish that didn't get shut down. Multiverses.
Dude, that game was fun. I miss that game every day. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not. Sometimes it's like, "Kiss, wanna hop on Multiverse?" Never forget, that game is dead, dude. That was the game that I was wrecking nerd. I was the top, bro. I was the top 500 for Samurai Jack, bro. I was getting up there. I was climbing, dude. That's some crazy ass work. I'm the top 500 for Sam Jack. And then they're like, "Well, guys, y'all can play WB on me. WB fucking that ball."
WB, we're losing money, so we gotta shut this game down.
Yeah, like literally. But yeah, like
I was fucking cooking with Joker.
we were cooking, dude. We were fucking cooking, dude. But yeah, it's just like
You're not making ridiculous reasons why you don't like Call of Duty. Like,
Sorry,
your
a little
reasons
side
for liking
tangent there,
Call of
but,
Duty has to actually do with the game.
No, go ahead.
Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Versus somebody else.
even Call of Duty's live service too, though.
That is true.
Call of Duty turned into hella live service. Call of Duty's where you can literally play as Nicki Minaj. Call of Duty. But that's a whole different conversation.
Don't they just make some weird like executions? Like for example, you could literally just I don't know, you could fucking hit someone with your fucking mask and you could just kill them.
Possibly, yeah.
They do insane things. I know that one of the executions literally you literally slap someone and then you kick them in the nuts.
I believe it. I believe it. But though, going back to Vanta's favorite game, Concord, though. Let me tell you, that's Vanta's favorite game.
Shut up!
Let me tell you something. Every time when people bring up that goddamn game, it's like what I said. It failed because it's woke. Yeah, I played. Yes, I played. It failed because I said no. I'm like,
we all like
niggas.
money.
I said Concord did not fail because it was woke. It failed because it's a $40 game with half the character rosters like ugly as fuck. It took 8 years to develop. If you wanted a live service game, that game should have been out 8 years ago, or at least 7 years ago when it was hot. Now you're fighting for a market where y'all like to play all these multiplayer slot games. I'll admit it. I play live service multiplayer slot like Marvel Rivals and League of Legends. But hey, I admit that. I'm not afraid to admit that. I spent over $1,000 in League. Yes, over 10 years. Not over 10 years though. Like,
yeah, that's different though. That's over years.
That's another thing other than just being like, I just spent $1,000 over the course of a week just to get all this stuff in Rivals, or heck, even the people that play gacha games.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, there's a lot of them.
Oh yeah, they definitely want you. But no, it's like what I always tell people though. I always tell them all the time, like, yes, the whole point of these live service games is that money is not their currency that they want from you. That's a secondary currency. What they want from you is time, because the time converts to money. The more time you're playing their game, the more time they have for you to say, that skin looks pretty great. I'm gonna put in $10, $15 on that skin. Yeah. And guess what? They trapped you. That's where they get you. That's exactly what, and people don't understand that. And yes, like, are live service games killing the industry? Well, yes. They are. It is killing the industry, because if a game dev comes out with a live service game, and guess what? If that game fails off the rip, aka Concord, your studio is done and closed for good. And then Sony, on top of that, was like, guys, well, we learned from our mistakes from Concord. Let's do another Concord. It's called Marathon now. Nobody is going to care about Marathon. Marathon is only carrying itself from the Destiny shit. At the end of the day, no one cares about Marathon. That game's going to come out. It's going to fail. And guess what? Niggas are still going to be, well, I still got my live service games. Yes, that's what's killing the industry. That's because everybody wants a hand in the pot. What's up?
I got a question. Which one called itself the Destiny killer and failed miserably at that and shut down their whole studio after making that comment?
First of all, any game call themselves a game killer, it's usually going to end up with them dying.
That's like calling yourself the World of Warcraft killer. People with MMOs.
Halo killers. Remember those?
Talk to Square Enix about Final Fantasy Online.
What's up? Sorry.
I said, talk to Square Enix about Final Fantasy Online. Then
what's your hate boner of Final Fantasy? These Final Fantasy though.
Because WoW's the better game. WoW's the better game, and I don't even play WoW, and I have played WoW. WoW's the better game for several reasons.
I mean, go ahead. Well, go ahead.
For one, let me give you one reason why it's better.
I'll be right back, real quick, y'all.
Okay.
Go ahead though.
Say you're in a car and you're driving, right? You're driving like normal people. Okay. City limits, stuff like that.
Right.
Okay. So when you go to one area to another, you don't get a load screen. It's like if you're in the air on a mount, per se, you're just flying. It goes from transition smoothly from one area to another. Same way you drive a car.
Right.
You go, it's all continuous.
Okay.
That's a hell of a feat. That's a hell of a feat to accomplish. Essentially giving updates, new content, expansions, etc., etc. So we all agree with that. Okay. Final Fantasy. You have to do a whole fucking load screen. ESO, you have to do a whole nother load screen.
I mean, that's fine. That's not.
I mean, BDO, you actually don't have to do that, but we're not putting that in here.
I do prefer it. I don't think that changes it too much, in my opinion. Like,
it kind of does.
Haven't played WoW. I've just heard a lot of people that were from WoW, like, that went over to Final Fantasy Online and like prefer that experience. Although I do think I've been hearing that Final Fantasy Online has been declining in players lately. And I'm very curious to know why. I don't know if it has anything to do with the latest expansion, I believe. But
it's the mod.
But I do say like I think that might just matter up to. I don't know if that's like a preference thing. I don't know if those players are going over back to WoW or if it's maybe they're dispersing amongst gaming. But I feel like I've heard like WoW had it kind of goes up and down.
I mean, here's a
here's a
question.
Like
Here's a
kind of
question,
like
Vanta.
they might drop like a good expansion and then they drop like a bad expansion and everyone's just like, ew, stinky, and then like you know what I mean? It's kind of like one of those things that's like over the years they've just kind of like. WoW has always been the top MMO, but once I started hearing about Final Fantasy Online or Final Fantasy 14, that kind of went out the window. I feel like, but I think that's also because WoW was, I don't want to say on the decline, but definitely might have dropped some bad expansions.
Well, here's a question for you, Vanta. Here's a question for you. Isn't that people want to, like, whenever WoW drops new expansions, they probably hop off Final Fantasy for quite a while and then go back to WoW for a bit, and then once WoW gets kind of dry for them, they'll go back to Final Fantasy. Could that be the case? Or why?
It's possible, but most people I know that played Final Fantasy 14 just like really stuck to it. Like maybe they got tired of it after a certain point, but it's like they mostly stuck to that one. Like a lot of people, a lot of
money.
But yeah, but WoW has been around for way longer.
But you can't really make that though, because WoW's been around. It's been around for years, but it's also being carried by But it's also being carried by the name of Blizzard, though. People like Blizzard. Okay. Blizzard can do no wrong. Blizzard had a nigga that sold niggas breast milk. Okay, so for his breast milk, okay, Blizzard can't do no wrong.
Have you seen Square Enix and what kind of community they have?
I mean, Square Enix's problem is that they're trying to. What's the word I'm looking for? They're trying to westernize, I guess. They're trying to basically leave their Japanese roots in a sense, where they're appealing more to Western countries and whatnot in terms of gameplay and stuff like that. Which is why, by the way, I mean, yes, it's Square. I mean, well, it's their fault because they're chasing the money. But which is why fucking Final Fantasy 16 isn't even a Final Fantasy game to me. That's Devil May Cry 7 or whatever.
That's all I wanted you to say.
but I get it though. Like, but
I will say this though. Both of them have fucked up. So both of them fucked up their stories.
But I will say this though, really, at the same time though, at least Square Enix though is still willing to give a lot of their IPs a chance to come out and bring back what most gamers want out of them for the most part.
Oh yeah, right. That slop fucking Final Fantasy remake should have never been made, bro.
Wait, which one? On Tactics?
No, Rebirth.
What, Rebirth? Well, hey,
assassination.
I can't speak on Rebirth. He's talking about Final Fantasy 7 remake, the remake series.
That shit.
Character assassination.
I
can't speak much on it because I haven't played. I haven't played those yet. I have both of them.
Good.
I was gonna say I have both of them, but I haven't yet got to them yet. So
just go look at Sephiroth. Enough said. That'll tell you all you need to know. Look at the original Sephiroth and then look at remake Sephiroth.
I mean,
if you can't tell the difference, I am. They made Sephiroth into a bitch. When in the original game he was practically God tier. That matters a lot.
He was kind of fucked up, but. I gotta check it out now. Now you got me curious because I'm like, what did they do to Seth? But
go look. It's probably a video somewhere on somebody comparing both of them.
I mean his original character design is a lot better. I will say that from 7 to
is he really?
The remake.
Because I don't know. That doesn't erase him as a threat. He's always been like.
I mean, no, it's not even about the graphics. Like they could have easily just kept it the way it was.
Also, to be fair, the original Sephiroth, like you don't even meet Sephiroth technically if you're not counting the flashbacks. You don't meet Sephiroth until the end of the game in the original.
Yeah, I mean that's what we're talking about though. Like, the flashback part is where that's where the whole issue even started with set up quote unquote character assassination of it. It starts back then. That's why I say you need to go look at a video of somebody who's comparing both of them.
But hold on,
a big difference.
Let's hold up on that. Let's hold up on that conversation. Let's go ahead and hit up this last topic real quick before we get to the good before we get to the good shit though. Okay. So y'all don't know, there was an indie game called Take Us North. This indie game it's so the reason why it's called Take Us North is it was created by any group, any dev or whatever that's telling the stories about immigration. Basically, it's their experiences immigrating from the United States to Mexico. Right, a lot of people came out of the woodworks because Asmongold created a video. As y'all know, if y'all know who Asmongold is, y'all should know. I don't have to speak on him. Came out a video basically said that this game is glorifying illegal immigration and this game should be condemned. Once he did a video on that, all you have to do is I want y'all to do some quick homework here. Go on Google and type in "Take Us North" and tell me who pops up first. Just tell me who pops up first every single time. It's always the usual same suspects. You're gonna have Asmongold, you're gonna have Veer Dark, you're going to have the other Culture War niggas, anybody basically. So long story short, the game devs were on social media like Twitter, Blue Sky X, and they shut down their social medias because they are being bullied / what do you call? Basically, they're being attacked, basically, right? And if you look, if you go find it yourself, all you have to do is just go to their Kickstarter, which I gave y'all links to that. Go to their Kickstarter, you can just see, hey man, this is just our game about it's not glorifying anything. It's just their way of making their own video game. It's art, right? Video games is art, whatever. But another thing too is the current political state that's going on over in the UK. Because if y'all know what's going on in the UK, there are immigrants over there who are killing and doing things to underage women over there in UK, and they're putting those two together, basically. And so, what I want to know is, what are y'all's thoughts on that? Because my first initial thought is, look, it's just game devs creating their own personal video game. Would I play it? No, because it's not my kind of game. Someone asked me not too long ago that would you play a game about school shooting? I said if it was fun. I played Grand Theft Auto. What's the difference?
Yeah. I mean that's kind of silly because there's actually, you talking about would you play a game that revolves around school shooting, but there's a game literally called School Rivals that revolves around you going to different schools and literally pretty much beating each other's asses.
That's new to me.
I'm pretty sure it's called School Rivals.
We're talking about did Ready or Not have like a school shooting level and oh, you know what? There was an early Flash game I remember. That was kind of fun. It was about school shooting. There's been a lot of stuff that's actually based on that. I mean, obviously it pissed people off, but
I did say so.
Go ahead, sorry.
Oh god, no. I did. So I was gonna say I did throw out a tweet when I woke up one morning, saw some mutuals talking about it. Right, I was like, this can't be that serious. So I said I did about 30 minutes to about an hour's worth of research on this game. All I said was this: y'all niggas are performative. I said y'all about guns, violence, rape, sexual acts, all sorts of heinous acts in video games, but immigration is too far. Y'all be anti-censorship unless it's something that you don't like, which is fraudulent to me. Also stated, y'all put this much energy into attacking any dev, y'all do a AAA company. I said that's some bitch-made energy. I said some of y'all literally have nothing going on in your pathetic lives. All you do is just bitch on this platform. And I said y'all be the same niggas that be like, no politics in my games, and then y'all bring up politics. Then I put number 7. The game is not your cup of tea. Move the fuck on. So y'all being hypocrisy. Then some weird person came out of woodworks was just like, who allows guns who allows gun violence and rape, sexual acts in games? Question mark. You mean in video games? Question mark. Are you comparing that to what game? Question mark. Doom, for example. If it was question mark. If it was ever a game about humanizing school shooters, do you think you would be okay with that? Question mark. Are you out of your mind, or you can't think have y'all not played GTA? It's sitting right there.
Well, I think one big thing about this is I think they're mad at this idea of propaganda or gaming or whatever, but it's like, look, you can decide not to play it or not, but I do want to say this is it seems to be more politically motivated in terms of how people are trashing on it, because they're like, I can't believe these people are saying especially because immigration is a big issue right now, both in any country, or in the U.S. specifically today, and they're like, I can't believe they're
they're promoting illegal immigration, and it's like at best what they're doing is humanizing the people that are involved in that situation. And I feel like that's what people forget, is that regardless of what the what the law is and what these, like, there is also morality and like what's right and wrong, and it's like that's the whole issue.
Yeah,
They're not,
and
it's not
Mhm.
it, you know what I mean, it's not about like robbing people or something like that. They're not trying to do that. It's trying to say like, hey, like there are the reasons and there's human beings involved and whatnot. Also, it's far from any kind of illegal behavior that's being, like you saying before, influenced by illegal activity in any video game. Which is why it pisses me off that they're trying to do this moral policing. This is a theme on this episode. Um,
yes,
and also, just one major point is like there have been games that have referenced like real life activities. Papers, Please. That's a game that literally isn't like isn't that the whole point of Papers, Please? The
That's what I
game
thought it
where
was.
aren't you like I haven't played that one, but I remember that a lot of people gave it a lot of accolades because that's kind of what it's about. Like, kind of, you're a direct worker with the system. And hold on, let me just make sure, because I haven't played the game, but I don't want to get it wrong.
and keep this in mind on the while you
Um,
look at that. Even on the Kickstarter, they just state it's not about political shit. It's just us creating art, our game,
oh,
art, whatever.
okay. So, Papers, Please. The game takes on the role of a border crossing immigration officer in the fictional dystopian country of Aristos, I can't pronounce that, which has been and continues to be in the state of mutual political hostility with its neighboring countries. The player must review travelers' passports and offer supporting paperwork against an ever-growing list of rules using a number of tools and guides. Task includes allowing those in with the proper paperwork while ejecting those without all the proper documents, detaining those with falsified information, and balancing validity finances. So it's described as an empathy game and video game as an art form. People say it's one of the best games out there. So like and now, in all fairness, this game came out probably 2013.
Send me a link
So
to that.
before, I mean, I'm just referencing the Wikipedia page, but yeah, I'll send it to you.
Oh, okay.
But my point being, yes, this escape, like, this is probably one of those things where it doesn't, like, it came out years too late, or years too early, um for people to give a shit about it nowadays. But my point being is that, like, if they can pull this off, right, and it still gets accolades, it's like, why are you mad at this game for doing essentially a version of the same thing, which is like to humanize the situation?
And that's what I said.
Like,
Like, and what was crazy to me is that they hit their goals already on Kickstarter for this. Let's keep this in mind. People didn't find out about this game until 2 months after the fact, after the Kickstarter already launched. They didn't find out about this game until after the fact. That's the crazy part. It's like, so y'all, this Kickstarter, this game's been known about because also I think another thing too is that they didn't care about this game until Microsoft pushed it during their thing or whatever. Because Microsoft was partially backing it, if I recall too. And so that's I'm just like, y'all didn't care about it until Microsoft got involved too. That's some crazy work.
I think it's just political differences. It's the easy thing, like you're saying before. It's an easy grift. There was also another game, This War of Mine. I don't know if you heard of that one.
I heard of that game. Yeah,
that one's straight up about like, it's
that's
about
the game that takes place in
crimes.
Poland, right?
Yeah, referencing the siege of inspired by the siege of Sarajevo. Is that a real life event?
Yeah.
Hey, dead ass. I actually heard that game has one hell of an OST though. For
That
real.
one also came in 2014, or that one came out in 2014. So about the same time as Paper Please. So it's funny that these games have been made. We able to talk about these social injustices. We're able to reference them, and it's like, well, this one's bad because that's technically illegal, and you can't. It's like,
Well, that's what I say.
like,
It's
like,
all.
it's again, it's like moral policing. It's like, well, you can't talk about. And it's like, listen, if you want to talk about the intricacies and nuances, because not every immigrant is good. We know there's
Then that's what I'm saying. Like
that. Like, talk about it.
I think
But don't sit up here and
You know
posture
what, man?
like every one of these is like a bad. Like, I don't want to get too much into it. I'm just saying, like, I feel like that's a very disingenuous thing. The way I see so many people are just like, this is bad because it references talking about
Listen. Let me please say something. I know mostly everybody played this part of COD. you were able to literally go into an airport and shoot up the whole damn place.
No Russian, yeah.
Please do not speak to me about having morals in games when that was okay. That, not to say it was bad or anything. I'm just saying, like, don't allow that. But then now everything else is a problem, and you have to grandstand. Stop.
And that's what I called out. It's all performative. Like y'all niggas don't care. It's all performative. Like this is why I keep trying to tell y'all like.
Wait, I'm sorry. For the record, wasn't that deemed like one of the best parts of COD?
Yes, that one, yes.
Level,
yes, that one, yes. Yeah.
That level
You know what's funny? Their way of censoring it.
One of the best ever that you was able to do for
COD. But Teapot, you gotta give out another super chat to let us answer your shit again, motherfucker. You gave me your one. Now you gotta give out another one. Talk your shit. And I'll call that out on screen.
I thought it's funny that
but actually, no, hold on.
They actually added a part to that part saying that you get a choice if you want to do that or not.
Hold on, though.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
But Teapot though is valid though. You are valid. Teapot is valid though. Yeah, Jake, why you shell out money to Nintendo, nigga? I'm playing. Go ahead. But you are right though. Like this is what I say. Like all this shit is performative. Moral shit. Performative grifting, like y'all don't care. We all know what it is. It's social. Y'all playing the game of social media for it. Look, it comes to the day where I think Ronan's chat. He said it, but he said it to me before. When it's the time when it's the end of the month, y'all know what time it is, right? Niggas gotta get paid. They gotta bitch about shit that they're not gonna play. They gotta bitch about shit that they're not gonna buy. That's all people gonna do is bitch. And then when you call them out on that shit, it's like, nah, I gotta speak on. No, you don't. Shut up. Shut up. No, you don't. Move on.
Said, don't speak to me about morals when we all did that one level.
And I'm fucking like that shit is passion. Like that shit is passionate. Like shut up. I don't care about your. Yes, if as an American you can have an opinion, but honestly, ultimately, I don't care about your opinion on a game you're never gonna buy or never gonna play. I don't give a fuck. Just say that you want to get money. Your viewers don't give a fuck about you. At the end of the day, they don't. All they want to know is your funky opinion that they agree with you on. That's it. Y'all don't. Go ahead.
Hold on. Ain't Trump supposed? Didn't Trump supposed to be passing a bill where he's supposed to put a stop to a lot of that shit too? If I'm not mistaken.
To what?
The payment.
A lot of the whole trying to censor every damn thing.
I did.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Like that.
This was like about a month ago. I remember reading some. I glimpsed at it though.
Let me see.
So what? You said censorship?
Yeah, he's supposed to be putting a stop to like shit, like not being able to cuss in chat and all that stuff. He's supposed to be passing some bill that's supposed to allow all that kind of shit. I forgot what it's called though.
Give me a second.
I
think I know what you're talking about because I did see something about that where they were.
This looked like sometime back in January or something like that. Called
give me a sec.
Trump calls Scarlet Class. It's going to call Take It Down. It's called Take It Down Act.
The Take It Down Act.
I don't.
Could that be it? That would create powerful systems with pressure removal internet posts. Maybe that could be it, or restoring freedom of speech, eating federal censorship. I'm not really for sure, but yeah, that while y'all look that up though, that's my thing though. It's like if y'all don't care about shit, quit talking about shit. Y'all don't, when it comes a lot. Like example, a lot of these new games came out. I haven't bought them yet. It doesn't mean I'm not gonna call any of these games bad because you know why? We need to go back to the art of actually playing and enjoying these games. Well, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Go back to at least trying out these games before you play them before you call them trash or whatever. It always goes back to it.
Let me say it like this. There's a difference between saying you're not interested in something and then just saying something's bad.
Yes.
There's a big gap in difference in that line of wording.
Yes, you're not wrong. There's a big difference. And so I just don't take a lot of people serious. It's like, look, when I look at certain mutuals of my friends, these dudes don't put all they got is 2K, roguelikes and shit in their library and shit. They don't got no RPGs in there. They don't got no story-based, adventure games in there. They don't got nothing else. But then you think I'm gonna take your opinion seriously? You think I would take your opinion seriously on a video game that you're never gonna play? Get real. And that's shit that again that shit annoys me. That's just with anybody in general. You know, people who do that kind of stuff.
But I do agree
Okay.
100% because me and Savage actually had a conversation about this. I agree with him with this whole concept of shit being put out for like 70, 80 fucking dollars, and that shit, one, 9 times out of 10 ain't worth that money. Two, it's not affordable for the I hate to use this word, the middle class per se.
And that's for the you know, really that's where the conversation should be though, really. But the conversation is not. It's not there though.
Gotcha.
People aren't ready for that kind of conversation.
Gotcha. By the way, I did find that that thing you were talking about earlier.
You did find it?
Yeah. You know what?
So apparently,
you know what? The tips over here then bought Mario Kart 8 for the Nintendo Switch with Donkey Kong playing.
So apparently on September 7th,
you know, I'm just expecting the little finger here.
Hold on. So yeah, on September 7th, Trump ordered Target's Visa and MasterCard moral policing. Yeah, he did an executive order that targeting politicized the banking, basically guaranteeing fair banking for all Americans, which bars banks and potentially payment processors and restricting legal action based on political, religious, or ideological grounds. This move arrives just as gameplay. So at least I think in America, I think we're mostly all good. For instance,
What?
yes, SBA within 120 days must work to reinstate those previously denied services and notify the affected party. So basically, yeah, this is this order would dismantle a processor's ability to censor any adult-oriented or politically charged game, meaning they would have to either justify that reaction, or they would have to give up on it. So, so I mean, that's one rare.
So that means pretty much you can go back to talking shit in games with no problem because of Trump.
I mean, but that's a W.
That's where hey, that's where we're at. But yeah, so that's the whole like take us to controversy.
Send me a link to that, please.
Shit.
But no, that's the whole take a store controversy, y'all. Like that, it's just like I said. If you're not gonna like something, just don't buy it. Just don't talk about it. Like, just play games that you enjoy. It's like I tell people, there are over 20,000 games. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. That came out on Steam just this past year or two. Buy those, enjoy those. There's something for everybody. Y'all don't need to sit here and play. Quit playing the same game. Quit playing the same games everybody's hyped for. You don't have to. Quit trying to follow the crowd. You don't have to do that.
Disparity. Let me I want to actually bring a topic up that was actually brought up by somebody on TikTok.
All right.
So I'm gonna scroll through TikTok probably about 1 in the fucking morning. This dude outright 100% had the audacity to say this is exact. I'm quoting him now.
All right.
I would play Marvel Rivals and I would stream Marvel Rivals, but the problem is that I don't get enough viewership playing the game I enjoy. So I play the games I don't enjoy, and that brings me more viewership. Straight out of his mouth, he said that.
Who said that?
So the key
I don't
word
remember the dude's name.
So the key word is fake it until you make it. So I wish him luck. I wish him and lots of other people luck who with that mindset.
So wait now, because one cat even called him out on that. He was like, "So you expect us to want to sit here while you play something knowing full well you don't enjoy playing it?" And he was like, "It's the only way I can get viewership is by playing stuff that quote unquote is trendy and trending." Because if I wanted to play something that was fun, I would just play Marvel Rivals and stream that to you guys.
So you know what? Okay, now that you said that, I'm mixed on that. I'm mixed. Because in a sense, he's correct. If the majority of video games are trendy, people will go out of their way to watch those trendy videos. Now, if the games are not trendy, let's say they're games from like 5-10 years ago or whatever that aren't trendy, you have to, as the viewer, as the consumer, you have to go out of your way to actively search. That's actually, matter of fact, how I met Architect Uzu. When I went on Twitch, Architect Uzu was playing Final Fantasy X. I said, I was looking for somebody who was playing Final Fantasy X one day, and I saw, oh, wait, there's a black guy playing an RPG game. That's unprecedented, because most niggas only play 2K and Call of Duty.
I have
Yeah,
a story
okay.
about that, by the way.
And so, yeah, that's exactly how it may act. So he's correct on that certain point where, yes, people will only search for what's trendy, and again, you as a consumer, you have to go out of your way to do that. Now, if it's something like, on the other hand, though, he's doing the whole fake it till you make it thing, right? I don't like playing this game, so I'm gonna fake it till I make it, and that's what he wants to do. I hope, and people you as a viewer should be able to catch him out on that, to be like, okay, this guy is clearly not having enjoyment, but he has like 50 viewers, but it's like, why am I watching him for? Basically, like, as a viewer, you should know that not to watch this guy. Common sense says this guy's not really enjoying himself; he's just faking it. Because you can tell when someone's excited for a video game, or whatnot, right? You could tell.
Yeah.
But
Definitely.
but that's why I do resonate with him, though. It's like when I showcase.
Let me give you a perfect example, because this actually just happened yesterday. I got a phone call. I won't talk about what. Brother in arms behind me, Savage here. He said he took one look at me and he knew something wasn't right with me. I won't speak on what it is on here, but he said he took one look at me and he outright said, I knew something was wrong then. So you have to think about like that. I think about stuff like that when I am playing the stuff I'm playing. How are y'all viewing me? Y'all clearly can tell if I am generally enjoying something or not. There's a difference between, okay, I fucked up, et cetera, and said person just not 100% enjoying it. There's a big difference in that. Let me say that for the record. So y'all have to keep that in mind when you sit there and you want to watch the people that you watch. That's all I'm gonna say. And
that's what I tell people. Like, look, when I play like a strategy game, that's actually one of the main reasons why I left Twitch as a platform. Because whenever I was like, I was not enjoying myself at all. I was sitting there playing Dead by Daylight and Apex all day. Because you know why? I was like, if I play Dead by Daylight, there's a group of people that I know that might watch me because we all like Dead by Daylight. If I play Apex, there's a group of people who might watch me because they watch me play Apex. But though, I can't sit there and play those games every day because you can ask tips. I played Apex, Dead by Daylight with him and Apex with him the majority of the time. I was losing my fun with those games. I dead ass was. I wasn't enjoying myself, especially in Dead by Daylight. And then
Dead by Daylight more than Apex, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, and I can agree with that. Yeah, and so I said, you know what? I'm not happy playing these games because you know what? Because my true passion is that I love to enjoy. Yes, I'm an unnatural nigga. I like to play RTS turn-based strategy game. I like to play strategy games in general, and everybody knows that. Those are my kind of games. Those are fun to me, And then you get, you'll get people who be like, disparity. I don't like these, these RTS games and strategy games. Okay, would you let me? Did you rather watch me play a game I don't enjoy, that you're not going to get any type of excitement out of or enjoy? Like, look, I'm like, look, I can teach y'all these RTS games. I can ask questions. Like, be like, yo, what's this game about? What's this about? What's this character about? What are you doing? Tell me, like, and that's the thing. A lot of people don't like asking questions and shit because they want that instant dopamine hit. They don't like doing that. They don't like, they don't like just chilling, relax. I don't know how to really articulate it. What I'm trying to say here, but it's just like people they just don't like that shit. Like I love Total War. I would love to sit here and stream some Total War to everybody all day, all night. That shit is fun. I like Dawn of War. We all love Warhammer. At least I hope we do.
I was gonna say, I mean, I could, if I was like I'm not as hardcore of a Warhammer fan as y'all is, but I can honestly say like Total War Warhammer is an enjoyable game. I just could not play it for hours. Like it's one of those things where you get a good couple of hours in, you probably good after that for a while. Like,
yeah. And so that's just my thing is like, and this is a perfect way to segue into our last our last 30 minutes of the podcast here. This is what everybody, we're just gonna talk about video games that gives y'all the feels, that strikes a good story out of y'all, basically. That's what we're gonna talk about. And also we're gonna probably throw in the last probably 5 minutes the unrated consoles and stuff too. But yeah, so yeah, the question is, what is that video game? Are the video games that y'all played throughout your time, whether it's on PC, console, whatever console you like, What game resonated with y'all? They gave y'all this story is fucking amazing. Like, give y'all 5 minutes each. Like, it just doesn't have to be story though, but it could just for the
wow.
Yeah. And then anybody in chat too, y'all want to talk about that too? Anybody in chat? What's the best story games y'all played that y'all say, damn, this game is great? I'm going back to look like example. What's that game that you played that you had to play through twice to be like, damn, this is crazy? Like, I know we had plenty of those games out there. I know y'all had those kind of games. Like one of them for me was one of the most recent ones I always talk about is Yakuza Like a Dragon.
You know what? I got one. If I could forget about it and replay the whole thing over again, I literally would replay Danganronpa 1, 2, and 3. Literally.
Nice.
I feel like that game, all three of them, spoke the truth about today's society and people's demons. And the game in general is just perfection at its finest. You just have to play it. But the anime just takes it and just expands on it in everything else in every which way and made it a great game. Made it even better. Like, it's so much that game series speaks on regarding life, regarding the world, regarding the government, regarding today's society. It's so many fucking truths that they speak on. People's conditions. It speaks on all that shit. And it calls out all the bullshit all at the same time. Like, it's a phenomenal fucking series. Dead ass serious.
Yeah, I like it. Tips, what about you, Tips?
Well, if I had to say anything, probably Dragon Quest 11. That was a really, really fun one for me.
That was a fun
Either
one.
that or Dragon Quest 9. One of those two. Those were both really fun Dragon Quest games that I wish it's just like, if I could forget, I'd love to play them again. For the first time I had that experience.
Knight in chat said Lego Lord of the Rings. That was the game that gave the feels, Knight. Now, dead ass serious. That was your game?
That's funny.
Don't you laugh at his game, Vanta. That's his game.
Because he said Lego Lord of the Rings. Nigga, that's just Lord of the Rings. Lego.
I mean,
What are you talking about? That's an epic story. It's just.
now, I mean, for me, I wouldn't be bullshitting. I wouldn't be bullshitting y'all. Like, my favorite RPG I ever played that I loved, that I played multiple times, and I still can't get tired of it. And Tips should already know what I'm gonna say. Kingdom Hearts. That's that series that I grew up with. Once my cousin Breland brought it over one day, I fell in love with that game. That game was a wrap for me. That was that game that I plugged into the PS2 that we bought. I think it was in 2006. My sister got me a PS2. I bought Kingdom Hearts. I didn't have a memory card at the time because PS2s didn't come with memory cards back then. I think I played that game. I think I played the game about 3 times, 8 hours each. Got into either Little Mermaid's World or fucking Halloween Town. Love that game. That's the game I can't get tired of. But like, the next game after that though was Final Fantasy X. That was the second JRPG game I've ever played. I love the shit out of Final Fantasy. I beat that game 8 times in my lifetime. I love it. Like the end, the battling, like the end song at the end of the game, the final boss song, fighting the final Aeon, or what's his name, Jet. Phenomenal music. Like that's just a banger. Even to this day, it was a banger. And sometimes I actually do want to go back and play Final Fantasy X again, like again for like the 9th time, because I'm the only person who apparently gets all the Aeons in the game. I get the Magus Sisters and Yojimbo. I get everybody in that bitch. But apparently, every time I talk to people about it, they're like, I don't do all that. I just rush through the game. Oh, getting all the Eons or Aeons, however you want to call them.
That was the joke, Spacey.
Oh, got you. Oh, okay. Hey, you go. We want to run ahead, man. Right? But that's just like art JRPG wise, And then shit. More recently, I'm gonna bring up a Sony game that I like. I did like Horizon Forbidden West. That game put an impact. Those games like that, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of people they like to shit on games like Days Gone and Horizon Forbidden West, stuff like that. I actually enjoyed those games because I didn't put those games down. Games that I don't put that I actually enjoy that I don't put down are actually really good. A lot of people hated on Star Wars Outlaws. That game was fucking phenomenal. I put 64 hours in that game. I actually quite enjoyed it. Like, I was like, where's all the hate coming from? Just because the main character is not your favorite fuck doll? Is that where that's coming from? like, but anyways, though, those games here, it's what added. They're like memories to me, right? Other than now, if you want to talk about Western RPGs, I'm let Ryan talk his piece. The Fallout series. I'm a big Fallout fan. I got Fallout Funko Pops right over there, just sitting right there. I love Fallout 1. I love Fallout 1, 2, New Vegas. I do enjoy 3 to an extent. Forest was mid, but I still played it. I still put in like 500 hours in that bitch. So, But anyways,
All right then.
Sir, what saved Fallout 4 were mods. That's what saved it for me, was mods. Because I was able to get my main character a bush. Put it like that. Put it like that.
I mean, to be fair, that's how I felt about Tales of Arise. So, but Vanta, go ahead, man. No.
Tales of Arise is good up to like the last 5 hours. But go ahead, man.
I was gonna say, the Xenosaga Gears Blade series, because it's essentially just the same game remade like 3 times. But like,
wait a minute now.
It's the same.
Wait, the Xenosaga is a totally different game. You got to remember they cut like 70% of the content. When they cut 70% of the content.
Is it though?
The game was
sure, they changed some things up, but it's at this point it's kind of like the Legend of Zelda, where it's like, let's make a new game, but let's change. Let's change the main characters. Let's mix it up. We can't legally call it Xenogears or Xenosaga, but let's do a little razzle dazzle. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying there's a lot of elements that are reoccurring, a lot of thoughts. Not bad. I wish it was the same official series. I think they're trying to get away with as much as they can. I get that feeling.
Also, I want to ask I was gonna ask a better question too. You can also put in what genres that you like too. Put in that too, like what genres that you like to play every so often. That's another good question too. But go ahead.
A random genre?
No. What genre? No, what genres that you enjoy? Like, do you enjoy the RPG genre? The strategy genres? In terms of gaming and stuff like that.
I love JRPGs. I have more time for them nowadays.
They need more co-op campaigns. I'm just gonna say that to them.
I miss first-person shooters so bad. Like just regular first-person shooters that are just like, you know what? I need to go back and play some boomer shooters and some other shooters, because there's something fun about playing a old school shooting game that was just like, especially if they had like a unique gun. You know what I mean? Like a gimmick or a gun that's like really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, for a game that I was gonna say that I really enjoyed, like a really good story, I was gonna go back and go to Fire Emblem Path of
Radiance?
Path of Radiance, I think, for the GameCube. Yeah.
Tips know more about that. Yeah, Tips know more about that.
That was pretty good. Yeah, it was. I'm mixing my words up here. Shit, almost the Final Fantasy game was pretty good. I haven't beat that game.
I'll admit, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, I admit, like, I like the Final Fantasy, but I had not played every single Final Fantasy game. I'm planning to though.
I mean, that's an undertaking even of itself. But like, they usually have like a good story, which, I mean, some similar themes, different themes, but similar sometimes. Which eventually ends you with attacking and killing guys.
Well, because part of that was like during my upbringing as a child. Like, my parents bought us video games, but they didn't buy us video games. Like, the only time when we get video games, usually when my dad came around, divorced parents, my dad come around, he'll buy us, video games. Be like, hey, dad, can you take us to GameStop, something like that? He'll buy us, video games or whatnot. My mother, you have to beg her to buy video games back then, but like, so whenever I got, to like, teenage years and, started working and stuff, back, I finally started getting my own, my own games and shit, started buying my own games. That's why, like, Final Fantasy X was my first one, right? And then, like, I beat Final Fantasy 3 about 8 years ago. I got to go back. I don't remember much about it anymore because it's been that long. What's up, Mugen guy? How you doing? Welcome on in. I beat 3. I beat half of 4, the majority of 4. I haven't finished it yet because I got depressed. I think during that time I went through a depression phase. I just never really finished it. Haven't played 7. I have not played 8. I played a bit of 9. what else here? I beat 10 8 times. I did not play 11 because that's an MMO. I don't give a fuck about MMOs. Like MMOs, the only way I can play MMOs, I gotta play with friends. Otherwise, I get too bored. Can't do it. Played 12. Played 13, but I don't like the first 8 hours of 13. But once you get past those 8 hours, it's not bad at all. 32 is fine, but you kind of get the gist. So it's like I got to go back and I got to finish all the. It's same thing. It's the same thing with Dragon Quest. You know, I like Dragon Quest. I have the what do you call it? The Japanese version. I imported the 1, 2, 3, and I'm buying the remakes or whatever. That's actually one of the reasons why I haven't fully played my Dragon Quest 3 remake yet. It's because I went to play them all three once again, especially since they're adding new content in the 1+2 remake. They just did like a whole 7-minute gameplay video. But yeah, like I do really love the RTS. The JRPG and RPG genre. I love those those two genres. You know, the latest game also that I really enjoyed was Baldur's Gate 3. We all played. I played that 3 times.
I still got to jump on that.
I still got people asking me to play that. I'm like, bro, you asking me, do you want me to carry you? Because that's all it's gonna be.
Riddler, it's okay. See, you can play with us, and I'll carry you.
That's crazy.
That's true. That is true. I won't have to try Tips playing. Don't worry. That you know what, Tips? I might have to take you up on that.
Really, quit gassing up your white kid. That's crazy. See, Dad always gasses up the wrong guy. That's crazy. I always don't realize that Dad always gasses up the wrong mother. Dad never gasses me up. But he gasses up Tips though. He put Tips on full. But yeah, like gaming, I think like. Go ahead, Tim. Go ahead.
Hey man, he has to be in someone's corner.
That's crazy.
Him up. Hey man, he does this in anything we play. He did it in Baldur's Gate. He does it when we play MVC.
Crazy, exactly. Crazy never supports me. Dad just never supports me in my dream.
When we play multiverse too.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, I did the most damage, got the most kills. Dog, Tips, you did it, nigga. You did it, wigga. You never won.
Tips, that one cartoon as Joker, phenomenal.
Now, I'm gonna put Tips on blast though. Tips, I'm waiting for this middle finger, Tips. I'm still waiting on your ass to play Metaphor for me. I've been begging him, Tips. I'm about to get on one knee.
Hold up. You have not been begging me, okay?
I know.
Every day. You have not been begging every day.
I asked you a couple days ago, actually. I don't. You probably didn't hear me though. You probably stepped out.
Okay, I heard you. Yes. But you're saying begging. Like you're like every day. You're like Tips, please.
I am.
I almost want to say multiverses. Can you please play Metaphor?
Yeah, I want to
every day though.
Hey, honestly, I need to play that. I forgot all about Metaphor. I'm not even.
It's a great game. You know, it's funny too. Niggas wants to call that game woke. That game was the most wokest game you ever played, bro. That game had things of like slavery, had things of prejudice, had things, bro. And people they couldn't call that game woke though because they got game of the. I think it was a game of the year nominee, so they couldn't say shit about that, bro. But anyways, though. But not like my whole thing
is that shit longer than Persona 5?
It's about I can tell you how long it is. Let me go to my Steam library. Hold on.
If I had to guess, it's probably a little shorter than Persona 5.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I put 155 hours in there, but hold up though. Take out about 30 hours. So probably max 120. Because some of those hours of me falling asleep on my Steam Deck. That's all I'm saying. Just saying. But it's a phenomenal game, though. Like, I need to probably go back and do another playthrough. But before I even do that, though, I got to play Persona 3. Which first, though. Persona 3 Reload.
Which,
but,
I mean, you should, I'm pretty sure you have anyway.
Yeah, I have it. So, but yeah, like, that's just, it's kind of what Leventa said, though. It's like, you got to have, like, time to play JRPGs, though. Like, you just can't, like, as much as I love JRPGs, don't get me wrong. You got time. Go ahead, Venta.
I was playing that Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I still haven't. I beat the main campaign, but it took me so long. It took me months to play it because I was playing every side quest and everything. That's my problem. It's like I can beat the game, no problem, but it's the side quest that I'm like, man, I got to do this. I got to unlock every ability. I got to unlock all the stuff, get all the gear, all the arm. You know what I mean? And then it got to the point where I was like on the last super boss.
and I just kept dying, and I was like, you know what? I could just beat this game right now. So I just beat it. I was just like, I gotta get done with this game, but technically I haven't beat the what was it? The it's not DLC, but it's like the after story they created.
Yeah, the little
Future.
after story that you could literally just watch when you get the game right off the box.
Yeah. I haven't beaten it. I haven't really gotten into it. I've taken a break from it, but like I plan on going back to it and beating that, and then jumping into either Xenoblade Chronicles X or the second one. But
That's
I'm curious to see if they're gonna release some type of like Switch 2 version of those games.
you know,
Because that's what I've been. That's what the word to the grapevine is like they might do something.
that's kind of how I am with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 right now. That's the kind of game that I actually love. It's like I told you, there are certain games that I enjoy, I don't get off those games. And Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is that game I've been on that game. Really, actually, just asked me a couple days ago, like, Nick, you still on that game? So yeah, I'm damn near 100 hours in that game, and I've been doing just the main storyline. It's okay. I've been killing niggas for their money in that game. That's the main way to get money in quests and shit, right? But the main way you get money in that game is by killing people. I'm talking about I mean by killing people, killing bandits and killing soldiers that come attack you and shit. You kill them and you loot them because you know what? You go by the concept. Well, they don't need it no more. It's medieval times. They don't need it no more. What's the dead body gonna do? You know. But yeah, like that's the game that I love. It's a great game, and that's just the RPG. That's just the RPG genre. The strategy genre. I got Total War. I would love to showcase, like, teach people Total War. Age of Empires, stuff like that. Right now, I'm actually on a hiatus from Age of Empires 4 again because I got some people who's like disparity. Why haven't you been uploading any Age of Empires 4 content? I'm like, bruh, I'm burnt out, dude. I gotta wait till that next DLC pops, which it comes out next 2 months.
You know what? Disparity, you don't have a 2-point series.
2.2. No, I have the 2-point hospital and the 2-point campus, and then they have 2-point museum.
You don't have none of them.
I have both. I have 2 of them. I don't have the museum one though. I think the museum was the most recent one that came out.
No, there's a college one, or is that the school one put with that too?
Let me see. 2-point. I got to check and see. But yeah, Test BBC ritual. Wow, it's crazy work. Test, talk your shit to Zalgos right now. Talk your shit, bro. Talk your shit.
Why? He does this all the time.
Actually, no, hold on. No, you know, Tips, hold on, Tips, hold on. I got a question for you, Tips. I got a question for you. How hard was it for you to get to this chat right now?
What do you mean?
Because Zalgo over here was bitching like the man, like the woman he is, was like, it's too hard to join. I gotta click 500 things. I can't join.
Oh,
I can't.
Specifically join this VC. It was easy.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He's like, y'all go on without me. I'm gay. I was like,
he's gonna probably come in. He's gonna come in at you and be like, "Stacy, what the fuck are you talking about? I didn't see all that shit."
Yeah, exactly. He's crazy. The dude, he's crazy, bro. Crazy. Shit was like 500 things to get on and not trying to do it. See, like, what? That's crazy work. That is crazy. But yeah, really, so yeah, the only one I don't have really is 2-point museum. That's the only one I don't have.
Okay, I thought you had hospital on campus.
Right? I have hospital. I think I should.
No,
that was the first one I bought.
Yeah, because I tried hospital. I didn't try school though. I heard school was actually good.
So so I have 2-point hospital. I have 2-point campus, and then the only one I don't have is 2-point museum. That's the only one I don't have. Okay. That was the most recent one. No, but my real passion though that I love too, like when it comes to like strategy stuff too, the one genre inside the strategy genre that I do, the subgenre that I do enjoy though, that brings me somewhat happiness and calmness is our city builders. I do love city builders. Like I think we all have to have that one game that we play it that like gives us like calmness, and that's literally city builders for me. It's just fun, like playing those games, building a city, just relaxing. You don't have no care in the world until like you got to get do your daily life stuff, right? But other than that, like the main addicting game I'm playing though, and Vanta knows what I'm going to say here, is The King is Watching. That's the main current addiction right now. Like
I had a question actually.
Uh-huh.
I was looking at like how people are like looking at all these cozy games, and they're kind of getting tired of these cozy games just being the same game, like repackaged of like some Animal Crossing or what's that other game? Farm, Age of Seasons,
Harvest Moon.
Harvest Moon, Age of Seasons.
Really, Stardew Valley. Really.
Story of Seasons. Well, yeah, all that. How they're all starting to be like that now. It's like they're all getting labeled as comfort games or whatever, even though they're all the same thing. And I'm like, like if you're enjoying the game like and it's pretty chill, is it still a comfort game? Like you know what I mean? Is there like a rule for like comfort games or whatever? Like, do they have to be non-violent or do they have to be labor intensive? Can't they just be something that is like you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You're not using a lot of brain power, or it's just satisfying. You're just doing whatever and fucking about.
And see, that's how I feel about the 2 Point series.
Yeah, I asked because sorry, I only asked because he likes that game. Like he's been playing that game a lot, and he talks about it a lot. And I'm like, yeah, but you said the 2 Point series.
Yeah, like two. What I was asking Disparity about 2 Point Hospital, 2 Point. Like it's not like it is like it does require you actually knowing what the fuck you doing, but it ain't like it ain't stressful. It's like you can work and do other stuff while playing that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm not necessarily talking about like flow state, like where you're playing a game and it's like you're like I don't know, killing a bunch of dudes, and it's like you're not doing much effort. But I mean, if it appeals to you like that, I'm just saying. But that's why I question, because it's like it seems like every cozy game is the same damn thing, which is just labor. It's
Labor
just labor. It's like it's just labor. It's just like build my farm, niggas. Like, born in the fields. It's like
it's kind of what
feel cozy to me.
That's kind of like what Schedule 1 is. So you got to sell weed. Me and Tips got to tell our mules or whatever to go sell shit.
Honestly, you gotta. I just realized something, Spacey. If that's the case, why have we not gone into meth?
Well, we could. I would speak that out loud though, Tips, but we could.
Yeah, you're probably
right. Yeah, you're talking Schedule 1.
Yeah,
we haven't graduated yet. Not even out of video game, bro. Y'all chill. No, it's actually already in the game.
Are they gonna start going with like foreign drugs and stuff? Or
like I think
oh no, it becomes like a play game where you end up making your own drug or something.
I should say when we can Walter White.
With that blue crystal. All right. Well, we're in the last like 10-minute stretch here. Most underrated video game console you guys ever enjoyed throughout life. Go ahead.
Most underrated?
Yeah, underrated. Yeah, underrated. What video game console is underrated to you?
Most underrated.
And don't none of y'all bitches say Dreamcast. That shit. It's underrated. I enjoy the Dream. I enjoy.
Define what you think underrated would mean.
Define what I think underrated mean, man. The virtual play.
Underrated? TurboGrafx 16.
That's so underrated. I don't even know what that is. So you won. You might have won that, bro.
All right. Y'all can bring in the Dreamcast. Yes, the Dreamcast is that was my favorite console. That was the console back then. I mean, that was it. And I played. I played a lot of classic games on that Dreamcast. That was the first time I played Sonic Adventure. I played MDK 2 or MDK Murder Death Kill. Y'all don't know what that stands for.
Did you have the VMU battery?
Yeah, we had that too. Yep.
That ran out like every week.
Yeah. Yep.
I had to use my allowance like every other week to put a new battery in those motherfuckers. I wanted to get those chow fruits, so I had to upload my chow into from the chow garden in the little VMU unit. So I could trade them in between Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 1. And if you used it, you get like you play like mini games on it, and you got like chow fruit and I think like money or whatever. And there was a lot of other mini games, like in what was that game? Zombie Revenge, which is a House of the Dead spinoff.
Yep. Power Stone was where I first played. When I first played Power Stone on Dreamcast. Now you know what's crazy. You know what's crazy though. Now that you bring it up, when I was playing Sonic Adventure 2, I don't know. I think I was borrowing your copy at the time. I don't remember exactly, or we got it from Blockbuster. Anyways, though, when I was finally doing the Child Garden, I never liked Child Garden until I actually started to really kind of learn on what to do within the Child Garden. You know, how to take care of your child, get them facts, all that shit.
Yeah.
By the time I started to learn how to learn that shit, guess what? My Dreamcast laser died, so it wouldn't read disc anymore. It wouldn't. Yeah.
I think, man, that shit sucks. Cause I think I was having the same problem.
That box art right there, crazy work box. That's the best box art in any video game ever.
I have the game.
I had that shit.
I might actually have the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Of those games, I might have them somewhere.
Look at that shit.
That shit was the best.
Also, cases that came with fucking like little things.
Oh my god.
You don't get that anymore.
Yeah, little manuals. Yeah.
You don't get manuals.
Like Fancy Star.
I miss when manuals had that. Like
Tips got it.
That little synopsis of the backstory of the game, so that when you started the game, you're like, they always had like a summary of like the main character or whatever.
Hey, wait, hold on. Show us the disc. Pop the disc out. Show us the bottom of the disc.
Shit, I will show y'all my drink. My Dreamcast is my mother's though. Yeah. No, it's crazy. No, right. My mother, she found a working Dreamcast at a fucking thrift store. The thrift store. Yeah, they throw it away. Yeah. Working Dreamcast. It came with Sonic Adventure 1 and a demo disc. Yeah.
Oh, so wait, how much would have been if they didn't get rid of it?
I don't remember, but she said my mom said she bought it for cheap though, because she bought that and she bought an Xbox 360 that had a broken disc drive or something like that. So that's still in the closet. Yeah, she bought 2 of those actually.
I still say TurboGrafx 16 is the most underrated.
Really, you're just showing your age, really. Show it ass.
Haters.
Yeah, what's up, LG? Welcome to the stream. now, you can kind
in this fucking chat saying DS and Vita. Those things underrated.
I was about to bring that up. DS wasn't underrated because everybody had a DS. Yeah, leader, everybody had a DS. The DS was the most hacked handheld in existence. I hacked that shit.
The Vita, on the other hand, maybe.
The Vita was no, sir. The Vita was abused and misused. Sony abused the Vita, bro. They said, we're going to support the Vita for as long as we can, guys. All right. Then do shit for it.
I mean, Nintendo said the same thing about the 3DS. But to be fair, the Vita, I think the bigger problem was it was expensive to develop for. And also the proprietary software or proprietary memory and all that shit. Like they tried to lock that down, and that's the dumbest thing to do.
Yeah,
because they wanted to lock you down to those fucking memory cards you can't even get anymore, and it's like that was a dumb move. I mean,
and then it's rumored that they're working on another Sony handheld again, another one, because like what are y'all going to give us another ROG? That's a conversation for like next podcast. So we're gonna talk about that shit.
It's just a third ROG ally. That would be so funny. It's just another one. That's another ROG ally, but like Sony.
I thought console game was supposed to be console game, not PC game. That's what we're at. We're at PC. We're in PC game mode now.
Watching like Bloodborne 2's on it.
No, but go ahead.
Here's wait. As far as other than. You got TurboGrafx 16. You got Virtual Boy. It was one other. Sega CD was underrated.
Yeah. Oh, you know what?
Maybe even the 32 as well.
I was gonna say actually Sega Saturn.
Saturn. Yeah, Saturn.
I think that's supremely underrated.
Saturn was also abused too by Sega
because the fact that first of all, they made a big mistake the way they announced it, because I believe they announced it like
2 years after. They announced it like 2 years after Sega Genesis. Like that was actually why Sega went under.
And they announced it at like I believe it was like before they had stock. They had a lot of stock of it, so they basically screwed over retailers. And the bigger problem is they also announced it around the time where people were transitioning into 3D gaming. And so because of that, there were a lot of 2D games on the Sega Saturn. Even though they still played well, they still looked well, there's still a lot of good games on the Saturn that are still trapped on the Saturn to this day. Even when they make like a remaster or updated versions, they often they're not based on the Saturn version because they don't have that code, or they don't have those things. So it really is that really is a missed age in gaming. It really is kind of messed up.
how they did the Saturn. I really wish they would come back and fix that. Like I would like I don't know. I think they should try to do something with the software or whatever, the firmware.
No, but those classic consoles, they had a lot of good games that came out. I just sucks that a lot of those classic games are stuck on those classic consoles though. Like, I wish more companies would, invest more, or at least have a division to bring back some of those classics or whatnot. But I get it that a lot of these companies, though, sadly, they be losing their source code somehow. I don't know how they be. I mean, I get it. A lot of their source code is probably on floppy disk and CDs and shit like that, and shit get lost. But it's like, damn, what the fuck,
No, I agree.
But yeah, like at the end of the day, y'all, game is gaming. That's why we have these kind of conversations here, because we all love gaming. At least I hope we all do. A lot of people seem like they hate gaming. I don't know what it is.
I don't like gaming at all.
Hey, yeah, shit. Because a lot of people out there. Let me see. Hold on. What did fucking Zalgo say? Yo, can I hate on someone's background real fast? Why Ryan got to pull up in his door when he knows damn well that bitch ain't being you? Ryan, you gotta get his ass. Bitch, you gotta get his ass. He's talking about you, bro. He said, "Why you?" Division.
Well, it's not mine. That's why.
Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. Go ahead.
But to be fair, I'm responding to what you guys said. The Division 2 is probably one of the few games that I like that, because Division 2 is live service too, right? It's one of the few that's actually after how many years it's been out now? Like 3?
Division 2?
Yeah,
been like I feel like it's been out longer than that, but it could be though.
No, might have been. I think Division 2 came out 2020?
Let me see. I'll look it up. It's on Steam, so
yeah, look that up real quick. But I was gonna say, came out in 2016. Shit, yeah. That's the only one. And they still are adding to the story to Division 2. They are still putting out DLCs to the Division 2.
Even though it came out like 5 years ago.
And it came out, it came
out. Division 2 came out in 2023.
19.
No, really? No, it came out on Steam. I guess it came out on Steam in 2023.
The official release, yeah.
The official release is when?
No, I'm saying, so when a game comes out on Steam, I'm usually like, yep, that's the official release. It's like, but no, when it came out on the
Ubisoft.
Actually, no, it was PlayStation 4, Windows, and Xbox One on March 15th, 2019. I don't know when it was available on Steam.
Steam tells you the release. It was available on Steam in 2023.
But see, y'all gotta realize, bro. Tom Clancy is making a lot of fucking money, because y'all know that dude is actually a writer too, right?
Well,
really, really, he might make his money. They might make his money, really. But there's one thing that there's one thing that they're avoiding from Tom Clancy though, and that's Splinter Cell. So the poor Splinter Cell.
Tom Clancy died like 10 years ago. This is his estate, probably.
Oh yeah. But but you gotta realize too, that dude has a lot of fucking books, bro.
He does.
Yeah.
That dude has a lot.
I like how they're just buying the rights to his shit, and they're just making stuff out of it.
Can we make a video game about your book?
Yeah, like that's just crazy as hell once you really think. But all these years though, that dude, I know he died, but that dude, he's still making money. He's
his family,
his family's still making money.
He actually didn't want to make the games. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. He didn't want to. That part is true. Nah, but he making a lot of money from it.
Yeah.
And the Division is going on about to be 10 years now, and they still putting out content for that. Like legitimate actual DLCs for that fucking game, bro. That is fucking insane.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Here, before we dip out, that is actually something I do want to bring up. Is that as much shit as a lot of people give Ubisoft are the only game developers that I've seen or have been witnessing that they support their games, whether it's going to be a great game or a terrible game or whatnot or whatever. They keep that. They're the only company that I've seen that's been doing that. As much as
But
you
to
like or
be
hate them.
fair, no, it's not about the like or the hate for Ubisoft. Like, I feel like most of the Ubisoft hate is actually justified. When you can't get your fucking goddamn servers correct, bro, that kind of kills a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Look what happened to Siege.
I mean, Siege has been going on for a long time too. But yeah,
the servers are trash though. Everybody knows that.
I mean, I guess it is now. I don't know how it plays. Like, I haven't played Rainbow Six Siege in forever, but I know they turned it into a free to play game now. They relaunched it or something like that now, and it's like some type of free to play game. It's called Rainbow Siege X, which the X stands for Season 10 or whatever. But Siege has been out since 2015. So and that game's still being supported now in 2025. That's 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Just like I brought up. But it proves my point though that Ubisoft, no matter what, they still support their games. Their games still bring out content as much as you like them or hate them. You know?
Oh no, I 100% agree. Ubisoft does give a shit about their games that they put on their shit. Yeah.
Now,
but they really need to do something about their servers. They
yeah, I
got
can
to.
agree. The Clancy was okay with Splinter Cell games though, at least classic ones. I mean, I can believe that. But you know what? We're currently here though, where Sam Fisher is stuck in the past, bro. he's stuck right now. He's currently in Rainbow.
What was the last Splinter Cell? Wasn't it Blacklist or something?
Yeah, yeah, it was Black. And the reason why Splinter Cell has come back is because the game series has low sales. Like, that's the thing that people don't understand. People, they always clamor for, I want my game series to come back. Well, bitches, y'all support your favorite game series. They might actually still be alive to this day. Don't blame.
I never actually played Blacklist on.
But that's the thing. But I'm saying, like, in a general statement though, like, a lot of people be like, I miss my favorite game series. Well, bitch, if you would invest into your favorite game series instead of bitching on Twitter for a profit, your favorite game series might be back. Now, if you want to have a nuanced take about your favorite game series, that's cool. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. You know, but
good. Also, that
I mean, that's the saying. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that too. It still has to be good. But I'm just saying, like, in general, like, and if I recall, like, the Blacklist
that was like 10 years ago. That was on the PS3. We're 2 whole game generations away from that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this is why I think, like, I think this is why companies, what they do eventually is that they usually try to, they make like a smaller game, right, to see, like, okay, are gamers still, you know, are they still interested into this IP, right? And they are, people buy the IP, they'll keep making more. It's kind of like what happened with, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. Everybody's like, everyone in the mom's dad's like, I'm a big Prince of Persia fan. But guess what though? None of them went out and bought Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. And guess what happened? Ubisoft said, well, since y'all didn't like this game that much, we're shelving it for now, and we're going to focus on Rayman at the moment. Because Rayman's about to have his 30th. He's already having his 30th anniversary, And so, I mean, it just goes back saying, like, y'all can't keep capping so that you guys enjoy these games, but then y'all don't go out and pick it up because y'all are skeptical and stuff. Even after, like, y'all seen gameplay, seen whatever you got to do, especially the game. Like, in my opinion, if games are like $10 to $15, you're not really spending. Y'all spend $20 on the skin anyways. You might as well spend $20 on that game and just try it out and call it a day. But people argue against it, say, well, I do what I do. I'm okay, that's cool. Just know that your favorite game series is not coming back because you're not supporting it or whatever. And y'all clamor for new IPs, and then y'all get these new IPs. Y'all support me. I don't know, man. It's just like we're in a time loop right now where people they just like bitching. I guess I don't know what it is. But anyways, though, it's about the time, guys. Let's start with tips. Tell us about yourself, who you are, what you're about.
Works for tips. I just like to play a variety set of games. Playing games with my friends as well. Sometimes stream whenever I can make the time for it. That is.
Apparently, he's a black man too. Apparently, from what I understand from what Riddler says.
Look how Riddler looked at me as soon as he said that.
That's Riddler, because he bought Riddler's merch, and so now he tips black. Apparently,
Yep. Tips has a black boy, confirmed.
Yeah, it's confirmed, man. I'm just saying what I know. Vante, what about you, sir? Tell people who you are, what you're about, and what do you do.
Yeah, Vance Black Knight for now, and I'm what was that?
He says he's about to become an OnlyFans star. in near
I
future?
believe.
Shit,
I believe it.
might have to. Might have to.
He said, "This economy, I have to bust it out for now."
I thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
I figured
That's
if I was gonna stream anything, it would be something that I want to, something I would start playing. So,
as you
um,
should.
I should.
Yeah.
I might. You know, what, I was gonna say like I should start busting out some of these
What?
Warhammer games because there's a lot of them.
Yeah. That's what he said. Bust it out.
Busting
I was like,
on,
what?
busting on all over. Yeah, like there's a lot of Warhammer games out, so I might try some of them.
All right. All right.
But
Anything
you
else?
know what I want to do though? I was gonna see if I can freaking get this PS2 modded so I can like play some of these old PS2 games.
Well, what kind of mean by modded though? Like,
Hmm.
what do you mean by modded? Like modded, or
We can talk about it later, but
okay,
basically
yeah,
like, get it just get it set up where it's like it has the drive in it.
Oh,
But I
okay,
got
that, yeah, I
Mhm.
know what you're talking about. That, yeah, okay, yeah.
yeah.
Say less, King. Say less.
Mhm.
Really, what about you? Tell folks what you are, what you're about, and, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D.
Story-based content creator, voice actor, chief marketing officer, Saucer Zero Labs. We just came back from Anime NYC. Had a huge panel, a lot of very, very big turnout too regarding the
Nice.
game. I finished my second short novel. The first one is out currently. The second one I'm holding off on because certain extra things I want to do to it before I put it out. Yeah, they find me on YouTube and TikTok and Rumble. That's
Nice.
all I have to say.
And for me, guys, if y'all don't know who I am, I mean, hopefully, I hope y'all do. My name is Disparity. I consider myself a RTS or just basically strategy guy in general who also plays RPGs and JRPGs on the side. Um, you know, I'm a YouTube partner. Made it here, got it here, whatnot. Appreciate you guys for coming on through. If y'all enjoyed what y'all seen today, as always, guys, give the streams or whatever a like, y'all. That's very important. It helps me and this podcast get into the algorithm. Also, on top of that, if y'all ever want to support my channel further, always consider becoming a Patreon and a subscriber or also a YouTube member, because that also helps us as creators thrive and get more content out for you guys. And also, this podcast will be on Patreon as well. So if you guys want to check out on there, you guys can do so. I'm doing a lot between both Patreon and also YouTube membership, so y'all can get a lot of content and stuff back. The next time this podcast we'll have the next podcast will probably end up being next month, sometime either early or mid next month. I'll give the guys, sometime then we're gonna see what kind of news pops out, and we'll get it together probably on a Saturday, and we'll talk about it. But I appreciate you guys coming on through. Thank you to my co-hosts today. Follow them guys below. I have them in the description in the video here, so definitely check them out if y'all haven't followed them already. Definitely consider doing that. Like I said, we'll be back next month. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for y'all chats. All that good stuff.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for watching. Peace out. Y'all have a good one, y'all.
Yeah.